So tonight we are running the North Georgia Fat 10, running some corn liquor, and we let the channel members decide what we were going to run in the Thumper, and you guys chose a cherry pie filling.
She's my cherry pie.
So that's going to be interesting. We'll see what corn liquor tastes like with a little bit of cherry pie filling flavor. Now, we also have another surprise that I haven't told Zach or Adam about. I'm going to pull it out during the live stream, so hang in there for that. They don't even know what's coming.
What are you doing to me?
It was actually Winsong's idea, so if they don't like it, they can blame her.
Oh man!
So yeah, that's what we got going on tonight, and we're gonna be sipping on some. What is that beer we're sipping on?
That's a Ozark Hillbilly Lager.
Ozark Hillbilly Lager. That's a local distillery that we happen to get our hands on quite a bit of that. So yeah, see you guys in the live.
See y'all.
Well, let's talk about the giveaway.
Free grain for a year.
Anybody gonna pass that up?
How you gonna beat that? How you gonna beat it? You're not.
I've never won free grain for a year.
I've never won anything meaningful of any sort.
Right. So this is awesome. We are giving away grain for a year. We want to give one of our great customers grain every month for 12 months.
Free grain delivered to your house every month for a year. All you got to do is go to stillintheclear.com, make a $50 purchase. Each additional $50 purchase you make is going to get you another entry at your chance to win free grain for a year of your choosing.
Yeah. This is not a surprise box of grain where you don't know what you're getting.
Not some shit we got just hanging out in a bag.
You're going to tell us what you want.
You pick it.
10 pounds of corn, or you want a bourbon kit?
Maybe you want some barley.
Maybe you want barley.
Maybe you want some malted wheat.
Yeah.
Maybe you want a little sweet feed, crimped oats, heirloom corn.
Right.
Whatever you want.
That's right. So, stillintheclear.com/shop. Spend $50 or more. You're automatically entered into the drawing. We're going to be drawing the winner April 3rd, Thursday night during the live stream.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you enter. Hope you win.
Good luck.
The perfect shine, some say, is all about the water, or about the best corn or their secret mash bill. For others, it's about a great still and a lot of copper in the process. The best distillers and moonshiners know that the pursuit of the perfect shine is more about the sum total of each great part, not any one thing. The North Georgia Still Company is a great place to pursue your perfect. You won't find a better still. The materials, craftsmanship, and attention to detail in every still they make, regardless of size, is the finest that money can buy. Need awesome grains, enzymes, yeast, or other accessories for making mash or distilling it? They've got that too. The North Georgia Still Company is all about turning water into shine. So go ahead, get your shine on.
Just wanted to let you know that Still in the Clear now offers heirloom corns. We've got the Hickory King White, we've got the Bloody Butcher, we've got the Jimmy Red, we've got a hybrid non-GMO blue corn, we've got the Trucker's favorite white corn. And if you've been wanting to try some of these corns and add a distinctively different flavor to your moonshine, other than just a regular old yellow corn, you definitely want to try these out. You can go to stillintheclear.com/shop, click on the category heirloom corns, and see everything we have to offer. You can get it in 10-pound batches. You can also get them straight from the Homebrew Center shop if you're local to the Fort Smith area. And we also offer bulk purchases in store at Homebrew Center where you can get a great deal on a 50-pound bag. That is pickup only. But if you want to try some of these great corns shipped straight to your door at a great price, check them out. Stillintheclear.com.
It's always like, oh, it was terrible.
Right.
All I did was work in the field all day.
My hands are tired. My feet are tired.
I toiled in the field.
I was hassled pretty aggressively by the county sheriff. Okay.
Yeah.
Someone shot at me. Don't know who.
Yeah, there were bandits on the road.
Yeah, got a letter today from 3 weeks ago from my aunt. My uncle's dead.
Yeah.
1800s. I'm telling you, they weren't what it was all cracked up to
Yeah,
be.
I think it's a bad idea to romanticize.
Parts were cool.
Yeah.
Parts were definitely
Yeah.
just.
I mean, living off grid, heating our house with firewood. The idea of a pneumatic log splitter, when I got one, it was like, this is amazing. Like, life is so much better.
This is what civilized life is like.
This is, I can't believe I've been going so long without a log splitter, just splitting wood by hand every damn day almost. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Thursday Night ABV Live. It is good to be back here with you. A lot of those same old familiar folks in the chat. For those of you that are new, I'm Zach. This is Cyrus, and that's some corn liquor.
That's a North Georgia steel.
That is. What's everybody doing? How was everybody's week? How was your week?
My week's pretty much
We had a pretty
regularly
Yeah.
regularly the same.
Pretty solid, yeah.
Pretty good week. Fewer. I think I was pissing on fewer fires this
It did feel that way.
Yeah, like the website seems to be working again.
Didn't get 20 emails like, hey,
Yeah, where's my order? Like
my
yeah,
shipping.
Yeah.
There's not a shipping option. I
can't
can't order.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was nice.
so that was good. We are still having some issues with supply chain stuff, but
Killing us.
it's we had a package that was shipped from Texas 4 days ago.
Mm-mm.
Last 2 days it spent in Little Rock, Arkansas, and checked it this morning. It's in New Jersey.
Pretty sure it flew there,
It's
too.
in New Jersey. Like, what are you doing, post office? Anyway,
Thanks, government. Jason asks, Cyrus, do you think it's possible that by toasting my corn, it did make some of the sugars unfermentable?
Oh, Georgia.
that's a pretty good question. Good call. Thank you, JJB.
Yum.
You know, I'm not sure. I don't think it. I don't think it would make it unfermentable, but that's something we could do a little research on and find out if I can remember that question later, like tomorrow. Good to see everybody in here. Let's see. Sean, is your corn whole or ground that you sell? It is ground.
Mhm.
We will at some point be offering it whole, probably for people that want to grind their own corn, but it gets shipped to you ground.
Back with first spillage. You can't put that on me. That jar. That was going to get anybody.
When someone says he was sitting in front of the log splitter pushing logs with a big old grin. Yeah.
Dumping on your log splitter?
Man, when I got that thing, it was amazing.
Oh, she meant like literally splitting logs.
Literally splitting logs.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought she was making a bathroom joke.
Oh, no, you're not late at all, Rimfire. Good to see you, man.
Garbage Throne Daddy in the house.
Little GTD.
Yeah, if you ain't spilling, you ain't shining.
It's true.
Good to see you, Jason and Jason. Both of you.
Dude, who's ready for a little basketball tonight? I know I am.
All right, a little March Madness still happening.
Oh, yeah. Arkansas playing tonight. See if we can make it to the Elite Eight. Got to get through Texas Tech. Really good basketball team. Hope we hammer them.
Yeah, but Arkansas is kind of on fire.
Yeah, they're playing nice.
Like they got something to prove.
Oof. Lower than I was thinking it might. I don't know.
Dang.
Thumper.
All right. Jar one. Jar one. If you guys want to throw out some guesses, I'll wait a minute before I announce what it is, and then, probably more likely I'll forget to announce it, and someone will say, "Hey, did you ever say what that jar was?"
I don't write down pretty immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Did that like 3 times one night.
All right, we got 158, 165, 160, 145, 168. Bubbles. When song says bubbles. Got a lid.
See what we
I
got
think you were
here.
looking for one of them the other day.
Oh man.
Better spot on the jar, maybe.
Treat the TikTok folks up there too, if you don't mind.
Jar number 1 off the still, corn liquor with cherry pie filling in the Thumper.
The bubbles go.
Gone pretty quick. Go Texas Tech, Jason Strong says.
Ooh.
That shit out of here.
I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't even know if the Sooners were in the tournament.
They were not.
Yeah. I just,
Dude,
164, 162, 150, 169, 140.
ooh, that's a bold statement there, Jason. Said that stripping run this morning was awesome. Tried a little bit of the Hearts. Best clear I've tasted yet.
Nice. That's always good. When you pull something off that was your best.
Oh, you was in it?
apparently.
Not
I
too
don't watch
long,
much
apparently.
basketball.
I didn't think they were in it.
So
I
I
could
don't
be wrong
even
about
know how they did.
The round of 64, like madness. There's like several games happen at the same time.
March Madness.
Yeah, it is madness. The name makes sense.
Just pie filling? How much? Terry asks. So, yes. Well, no. Did you put 127 in it?
No, I put a little bit of wash in there.
Oh, that's right. So we did put a little bit of the corn liquor wash that we're running in it and cherry pie filling. And it was 1 can. Cherry pie. I mean, I don't know how much it was like a number 10 can, right?
Yeah, it was like maybe I don't know if that's like twice the size of like the smallest Campbell soup, or like maybe 1.5 of those or something.
Yeah, like 1.5 of a Campbell's soup.
Like 12-ish ounce. Maybe more. I don't know my can increments like I should.
Drinking on some Ozark Lager, right? Is that what it's called?
Hillbilly Lager.
Hillbilly Lager. Local brewery that the folks next door to us, the winery, they have a keg that they sell beer also. They just don't sell much because they're a winery. And he had to return the keg and still had some beer in it. He says, y'all come get some of that. So
Not the worst.
we took some
I don't think we strike people as two old boys that are going to turn down a bunch of free beer.
free beer.
Yeah.
Doesn't, not usually. So we got like 200 ounces or so.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Kevin said, got some wash and a can of cream corn and a can of sweet corn in mine. Might have some drips. By the first intermission, got started too late.
Yeah, that's right. So when we were doing the live stream this morning for the members only live stream, we were talking about this run. The members voted on what we were going to put in the in the Thumper, and Kevin said he was going to be running at the same time as us tonight, and he was going to use in his Thumper whichever, either cream corn or cherry pie, whichever one didn't win, he was going to run it in his Thumper and report back. So that's pretty awesome.
Did we read the proof of the jar?
The proof is 164.
Collector Rick, 164.
It's deadly.
Gets them all the time.
Yep.
It's deadly with it.
Brandon says, dang, I did 2 21.5 ounce cans of filling for 5 gallons when I did mine. I really wanted that cherry to pop through. You still going to add some cherries and syrup to final product? We haven't decided what we'll do with the final
Maybe,
product.
possibly. We've been, I will say, We've been aging a lot. We have been putting a lot of stuff up on wood and aging it. I mean, there's like a ton of stuff back there that's been off on stave. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to prejudge it before it comes off and we taste it.
Yeah, we'll decide later. Maybe that's something we'll talk about during the morning live.
Yeah,
with
it
the
could be a
members.
good rise and shine topic.
Jason says, Cyrus, you think my wash stalled? 8 days, SG 1.6. Probably, Jason, you might be typing that wrong.
I think he's saying it started at 1060 and it's at 1020 now.
Oh, okay.
Bloody Butcher, rye, 2-row, I'm assuming, and oats. Kept inside at 70 degrees. Never used oats before.
I would say it's unlikely that it has stalled. 70 degrees is a little cool, so it's just going to run. It's just going to go slower. You're only 8 days in.
Yeah.
That's not a long time.
I wouldn't even start assessing any kind of stall problems until like maybe 2 weeks in. Now, that said, if you've got an airtight container and it was working, and you know you don't have any leaks and this, that, and the other, and it just stops, maybe, possibly.
Yeah.
But
2 weeks is a minimum before I even worry about it.
yeah,
I don't even worry about it until after 2 weeks. And even then, I might just think, 3. We'll go to 3 weeks. But it's also difficult to do when you're, like you want that thing to finish.
Oh no, I remember how I was. You know, I was falling up here.
Right.
What's up, Poison?
Also, we've got a surprise tonight from Winsong. She told me I wasn't allowed to tell y'all, so
Waiting on this.
I think I'll go grab it and bring it out.
Grab it. One song. Where's the Duke at? The Duke in here?
The Duke may be lurking.
Man.
So this
Got a
is
jar.
Winsong's Peaches and Cream.
Ooh.
Some peaches and cream.
Nice.
Yeah. Grab you guys.
Thanks. Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Try this for the first time here.
It's also Peaches and Cream that has been setting since, I think she said 2022. You can correct me if I'm not remembering that correctly.
What? Oh, nice. It smelled good. That's crazy.
The Duke is in there lurking.
good?
Yes.
Boy, is it.
I'd like to try this stuff.
For the first time ever?
First time.
Winsong says correct. So yes, 2022.
Wow.
What's up, No Clue? We're trying some of Winsong's Peaches and Cream.
Mm. Never disappoints.
Yeah.
Yum.
Look at the just the body of it in the light. Like you can just see like the sweetness in there. Like it's in there. That is amazing.
I put 5 handfuls of crushed oyster shells for a 20-gallon batch. Hopefully that helps with pH. Never used oyster shells except for grilling oysters. Yeah, it's oyster shells is a very good pH stabilizer. Now, it's not good for adjusting your pH. If your pH crashes, you can't throw a bunch of oyster shells in there and get a quick reaction like if you use baking soda or a potassium bicarbonate.
This is really good.
Yeah.
That is good, isn't it?
Kevin, I don't know what you mean by that. Jason said, okay, you already read that. Yeah, Jason's a big fan of the oyster shells for clarification purposes.
For clarification.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
That's what he was telling me earlier. Oh, no, it was pH. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it works well. If I'm doing a high gravity wash, I always use crushed oyster shell. And anticipate, like if I'm like do a straight sugar wash and you're starting at 1.130, crushed oyster
Does that know what the
shells.
sparkleoid is?
I don't know.
I thought I could have swore the sparkleoid was just crushed oyster shell.
I do not know.
Could be wrong about that. Another instance of crustaceans and like supplements like that.
Yeah.
They're like in everything.
Right.
I don't know what it is about them.
Hey, Tony. Yeah, we got some corn liquor dripping. We've got some cherry pie filling in the Thumper. And also, I don't know if you got my message, Tony, but your grain is here, so you can pick it up anytime.
Oh, yeah. Richard.
Richard's in the house. Yeah. Scott. Just found out my friend and Irish musician Robert Nell Gabb passed away. Oh, I didn't get
That
somebody's friend passed away, a musician. I didn't catch it.
sucks,
Well
dude. That sucks, man. Sorry to hear that. Calcium in oyster shells that bring pH up naturally. The more acidity, the more it eat. The less to very little. Okay.
Yeah, that's why it makes a good pH balancer or stabilizer. The acidity of the mash dictates how much of the oyster shell gets dissolved.
Look at the big brain on JJB down there. Sparkleoid is a proprietary. JJB wrote in and said Sparkleoid is a proprietary. Hold on. Stop. Just everyone hold on. Sparkleoid is a proprietary fining agent containing diatomaceous earth and agar alginate. Man, what a mouthful.
Yeah.
I bet that was hard to even type.
JJBAI.
Why are we forgetting about Richard?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, dude. Glad you're here. What are you talking about, man? Drink more, Zach. Maybe you'll talk straight. Something. I think that was just a wordy sentence. You guys got to cut me a little slack on that one. Diatomaceous. I killed that on the first whack. So, I mean.
Yeah.
Jar.
Oh, man. Tony got that keg we were telling him about. Absolutely. Tony, we're only going to tap you your first, one of your first jars you get off of it. That's our finder's fee.
Yeah, in fact, I was looking.
Kevin, I'm not.
I was looking at it this morning, and it said sold. I'm glad you were the one that jumped up there and got that.
Kevin, I see your comment. I'm not going to acknowledge it because I can't get back into a food discussion prior to the first intermission. Yeah.
Yeah, jar number 2.
Yeah. I feel like running a Thumper keeps you a little bit more evened out. Like, don't you think that it takes like it kind of plateaus your run a little bit?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Can't wait to get that infuser.
Jar number 2. And we'll need to show bubbles. Show the bubbles. Not enough space.
I need to go give Stillworks some brewing a subscribe.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Clinton said he threw a video out this week that was really good.
He's got some really good videos.
I need to go over there. I'm way more versed on the TikTok content creation side of things than I am the YouTube. So, but I'm bouncing over there. I'm getting more and more familiar with everybody. And just so you guys know, on TikTok, we're still dealing with this issue of restream. So you've got your own camera, you're over here. I get your chat just like we get the YouTube and the Facebooks and all those chats over here. So I'll read them over here. If you throw one out there, your camera's a little bit different. You don't have like the jar cam and what everyone else is saying, but so anyway, we're just doing the best we can with what we got. Ryan Moses joined. That's my damn uncle-in-law.
Yeah.
He's a good old boy. Yep. So the major drawbacks are you're not going to get all the drip cam and you can't see what everyone else is saying, but they can see what you are saying.
Randy has some great videos. He's doing the Sour Mash series right now. That's a good series.
Ryan, yes, we're making a little chocolate milk back here. Here's our copper cow. She's putting off about 164 proof, my brother. That's some potent chocolate milk.
Mm-hmm. Some chocolate milk.
Ryan, we do want to distill some milk. That apparently used to be a super popular thing, especially around dairy farms, which I know you're no stranger to. So if you find anybody that's got a good
That's interesting.
Milk whiskey mash, let me know.
Distilled milk.
Yeah,
What?
I've been scouring the internet for a mash bill, and I just get nowhere. And John blanks. That's also a question for the chat. If anyone has one, can put one in the MeWe Moonshine for Beginners group.
So are you going
That'd be super helpful.
So you're going to make a yogurt and then
Make a yogurt.
fermented milk or kefir or
Oh,
whatever?
that is true. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Kefir, kefir, I don't know how you say it.
Like a kefir, but I mean, the problem is, as far as I'm aware, kefir is only like
You're saying,
1.5
hold
to
on, you guys keep
2%.
saying kefir like that's a normal everyday word. I
It
think
is.
that this is the first time I've ever heard
Are you
it.
serious?
Kefir?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is it?
It's like
the fermented milk.
yeah, it's fermented milk.
All right.
I mean, it's like yogurt kind of, but it's a more liquidy yogurt.
Yeah, it's kind of like the.
Maybe there's a reason I've never heard
You drink it
You drink it.
or you put it in smoothies. That's what most people do.
it's like a milk version of kombucha.
Is it like the Mexican?
Yeah.
Is it like the Mexican cream?
I don't know.
You know what I'm talking
Is
about?
that fermented? I don't know Mexican cream.
I don't know if it's fermented or not.
Horchata?
I got to do some dairy research.
Daniel Stevens says, "Got to separate the whey."
Got to separate the whey.
Story of my
so you
life,
gotta-
brother.
Smell terrible.
Yeah, I bet it
I
does
would
smell pretty
imagine
good.
it wouldn't be too great. Yeah. I mean, I don't know though. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
actually makes a decent smoothie base if you're gonna put like a bunch of fruit in there or like oats and then blend it all up. It makes a good smoothie base. And a lot of them they'll be flavored. It'll be like blueberry kefir or vanilla kefir. So.
I've heard kefir 40 times tonight, and I swear to God, it's the first 40 in my life.
Go to literally any store.
I feel like you guys got together before this live and like, hey, let's make up a word and just convince them it's a normal
why?
word.
How come you don't know this word?
Yeah. Well,
Hey, Clinton's on it, right?
kefir isn't bad. It's like more of a tangy yogurt, but has good gut bacteria.
That's true. It is tangy.
Read a book.
I've never had
it. So true.
Dude, the only thing that could have made that any better is if you commaed right after book and put chump. Because I feel like calling someone a chump is just a super underrated put down.
Yeah.
Read a book, chump.
Chump is good.
I want some green apple brandy.
trying to bring back chump, huh?
Did you already go through that jar I gave you? I guess it wasn't a very big jar. Rodney still got his. I don't think he's going to drink it. You can probably just go over there and rob that one. I've got, I don't know, a half case or so at my house. Dude, that peaches and cream.
Very good stuff. Very good stuff.
She's on it always.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hit after hit after hit.
She don't miss.
Don't miss.
She does not miss.
Above your remedial education there, Zach.
It's probably true. He's always saying that. Stack silver
silver
and
and
gold.
gold.
He's always trying to get people to save. Diversify your bonds.
He forgot to include honey. Usually it's stacked silver, gold, and honey.
Gonna come in here with a protect your neck one day. I think he's just a Wu-Tang fan.
You think
Collector Rick, are you a Wu-Tang Clan fan? A distillery in Washington State makes whey whiskeys. Which I'm assuming is just exactly what we're talking about. Maybe they just take a powdered whey and mash with it.
I have not.
So that's interesting.
Going through the whole
A protein-rich mash, is that a good thing?
Is that a thing? Is there such a thing as a rich protein mash? Because it's really just starches and sugars you're looking for. I can't imagine. Can you convert protein to starch or vice?
Depends on the type of bacteria that you're fermenting with. Some of them
I don't
like
know.
protein.
Like I know there's a big difference. Like for example, the beer guys that come into the shop, they want a low protein 2-row. The distiller's malt that we use, which is a 2-row, but it's kind of like a specialized 2-row because it has a high degree lintner. It also has a high protein level, and so the beer guys don't want to use it. I don't know the reason why.
Well, and like whey protein powder is not 100% protein, right? Because you take big scoops of it, and it's only got like
20 or 30 grams.
20 or 30 grams, yeah, and that's like you're probably weighing out like 70 or 80 grams worth of powder.
See you later, Ryan. Thanks for dropping in.
That dude's funny on TikTok. He's a farmer.
Yeah.
Wild videos.
Zach, I just thought of a new thing for y'all to try. I can't read it. Something brandy from a Smoothie King smoothie.
Make a brandy from a Smoothie King smoothie.
All right.
That sounds
That'd
cool.
be a very expensive mash. You need a lot of them.
Yeah.
Protect your neck.
I like that we got a little woot going on.
Yeah.
John says Windsong's Peaches and Cream sounds amazing.
Oh, the Duke has one. Simple milk whiskey recipe. It uses 5 gallons of water and 1 gallon of milk. You have to be careful not to curdle the milk. You have to skim it, Duke. Do you have to put it in a micron bag and get all? I mean, does it like congeal? What? I need to. Man, I need someone smarter than me.
What
to do a
would the
video on this.
ABV come? Like the ABV's not going to be very high, I wouldn't think.
I don't know.
Rick, I remember, speaking of holding Bitcoin, I remember back in like 2013 or something, I was hanging out with some of my college buddies, and we were all like trying to figure out how we were going to scrape together $200 to buy a Bitcoin. And now it's worth $100,000 a piece.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it bothers me. I can remember it like it
here's
was yesterday.
Here's the truth, though. This is like, I have that kind of a story too, but here's the truth. If I paid $200 for one, I sold it at $1,000.
Yeah.
I would have never
That's
thought.
super true. Could
That's
you
a good
imagine
point.
5 of us shitheads in college watching that thing get to like $5,000?
Yeah, I mean,
Add it slowly to the mash.
yeah. That's a good point. I wouldn't have survived till now with
No
it.
way I'm holding it the whole time.
Which back then you could only buy it like on the Silk Road. Like you could only buy it on the dark web or something.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't easy to buy then.
My luck, I would have bought like Gitcoin or something, like not knowing for sure.
Add it slowly to the mash, Duke says.
That was slowly in the mash.
I'm assuming the milk, but I'm not understanding the mash part now. Or maybe he's not talking about the milk at this point.
Oh, no, that's what he's talking about. 5 gallons of water and 1 gallon of milk. So he's saying add the 1 gallon of milk slowly to the mash, maybe?
To water?
Because he's saying about being careful about not curdling the milk.
So
Yeah, I'm still confused.
I don't know.
So you've got 5 gallons of
See you later,
water,
no clue.
and you're fermenting portions of 1 gallon of milk over the span of days or something,
Maybe that's it.
or weeks rather.
I don't know.
All I know is there's a guy that came in. He bought a still. He was really nice, and he was like looking for a specific milk whiskey recipe.
Yeah, talking about how his granddad made.
Yeah, his grandpa had a dairy farm. Had him a still. Used to ferment some milk.
Duke's going to put the recipe in the file section of MFB. Awesome.
Thank you,
good.
sir.
Yep.
That'll be interesting.
Good.
Speaking of MFB, if any of you are not in the
That's right.
MFB MeWe group, you
Yeah.
should join. I will paste it in the chat.
Cold mash the milk. Bennett, have you ever made that stuff before? Because I know there's a little bit more to the process and some stuff to wash that you wouldn't on a normal mash. I'd like to give this guy all the help I could without making one. I don't know. Maybe we just try to make one. 5-gallon mash.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not
be
terribly excited about trying it.
I'm not either.
I just think of the long list of things we want to try. Fermenting milk is not high up on the list.
It'd be
in
a
my
cool
opinion.
video, though.
It would be. It would make a fun video.
I'd like to see.
Take a horchata in for a minute.
Yeah.
I like horchata before you make it into whiskey. So I can imagine it may be an all right whiskey. And it's got a ton of sugar in it.
Yeah.
Crazy amount of sugar.
JP812 says he joined today. Thanks. First time on your live. Well, welcome in, JP.
Welcome,
Thursday,
welcome.
5 p.m. Central Standard Time. All with the MFB custom emoji.
Join the MFB family. Great info and even better community.
Absolutely true.
Does got a bunch of good info in there. Very helpful. Appreciate the follows over on TikTok. Sorry, I'm kind of neglecting you guys somewhat. Trying not to. I'm yapping at this television. I'm watching this jar too, because every time I've turned around, I'm expected it to be.
Oh, yeah. I'm just looking at the drip can. I'm gotten pretty used to the drip can at this.
It's pretty nice.
Oh yeah, I forget. There's just right there. I'm gonna have to turn around. Make some bullet. I'm not making any bullet shine now. Poison. At some point, I got to draw the line, and I'll tell you where I draw the line. Chicken embryo. You ever seen videos of them Asian guys eating those bullets?
Probably not.
It's like you know what it is?
No.
It's an egg that they let like a baby chicken kind of grow out in.
Yeah, I've seen one of those videos.
That's crazy.
I won't be seeing another after watching it.
Dude,
I can't do it.
I can think of very few foods where it's like, no, man.
What?
Bullet?
I don't know what that is.
It's a chicken that's like halfway grown inside the egg.
Oh, okay.
And then they boil it, and the egg comes out like, I think they may age them too, may bury them for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
The egg is like blue and black, and then it's like a hard-boiled egg, and pull one up. This
How
would
do you
be
spell it?
interesting.
B-A-L-U-T?
B-A-L-U-T, I think. Balut. Sorry.
Ben says.
I was saying bullet. Sorry.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, look at that.
Popular Filipino street food.
Get on the
Consists-
images over there.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
It's Filipino. I thought it was like,
Oh my god.
yeah.
Why? Like,
Wow.
like, honestly though, how hungry do you
Scroll
have to
down a
be?
little bit. Scroll down a little bit.
What are we looking for, Zach?
I
I mean, I've seen it all now. What are,
Yeah,
what are we
like,
looking
what-
for?
Is there something?
top row all the way on the right. That's a good representation of what I
This?
feel like. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, isn't that wild? Got little bits
I don't
of
know.
feathers in there.
You know what I'm not
you
ever
gotta,
gonna
you
have?
gotta be really hungry, I think.
You know what I'll never have?
What?
That.
Balut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I can really
Hey-o.
think of that I'm like, there's zero shot. I don't want it. I don't want to be near it. I saw Philbilly the other day eating some damn pig's feet on here. And I said,
Yeah.
well, here's what's bad. Here's how I know I have a problem. I was looking at him eating the pig's feet. Now, mind you, I've never had one. I've never tried one. I don't know what they taste like. But I was watching him, and I was like, I can
This,
see it.
this just reminded me of something. And I
Rubber's Throne Daddy just gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, sir.
GTD.
So there is a thing, and I think it's Chinese. A very similar type of thing,
Yeah.
except they're not like growing an embryo.
Yeah.
They take a bunch of eggs
Mhm.
and they basically pickle them in young person urine for vitality.
What's that called?
Well, it says virgin boy egg, but
I don't know that we need to Google that.
Yeah, don't Google that.
Maybe we're gonna get flagged. Maybe hop off the Wi-Fi before you.
I mean, that's really just not a Google term you want in your browser.
I'm not gonna search
no matter
it.
what comes
Well,
up.
I typed in urine eggs because I remember there was a thing with urine and eggs, and that's the first hit. Whenever you type in urine eggs,
I think the Chinese are like the last people that still have some old timey like remedies. You know, like they're using bear pancreas for stuff. They're doing all kinds of
Rhinoceros
stuff.
horn.
Yeah, dude. What's another one I know of? The glands off a beaver for perfume.
oh, that's
Joe-
that's a
Joe
thing.
says, y'all do realize it's supper time.
Paul,
Yeah.
I'll pass on the piss eggs.
It's gonna be a no from me, big dog. Oh man. Yeah, Dave, we're making we're making whiskey back here. Corn liquor with some cherries in the Thumper.
Yeah, Clinton, that's the same concept here. They basically think that it improves their health or whatever.
Yeah.
They take vitality from it. There's a lot of weird stuff with
Crazy stuff. I watched maybe a 30-minute video the other day. I didn't even know how it was possible. It was on TikTok, but it was like 30 minutes long of just a little Chinese man making ink. And he was like burning wood and charring it and making this big old pot of water and boiling it all off.
Really
and then making this
scenic
clay
area.
out. Oh, yeah.
I've
beautiful
seen those
little,
too.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
They make furniture on there too.
Yep.
I like those.
I think that's Chinese propaganda.
It is.
But it's
it
good.
is.
But it's good.
Yeah,
though.
no, I like it.
I like
take
it.
a little piece of my mind.
Yeah.
You know, I could be. I don't know.
No, I think it's great.
Yeah, I watch them, and then all the comments. If you go over to the comments, are it's time to go to bed.
Rick says, so.
Can't find me. Most men like beaver. What's wrong with you? Touche.
Can't find me. Good to see you in the chat. Ain't seen you in a minute.
The Iron Dig says, "Be careful. The Donald might put a tariff on Chinese food."
I think that may be already happening. I don't know.
Well,
Dude, he'd get voted out real quick if he started doing some stuff like that. Tariffs on like
You go to
egg drop soup.
Yeah.
Crab cheese. And now I would tell you, I would be completely off the train, and I would be a very anti-Trump person who's ever like started taxing cream cheese rangoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out.
Seems too niche.
I'm voting blue, baby.
Blue wave.
Yeah.
drip, drip, it's pouring. Yeah, this still likes to run a little quicker. Garbage Throne Daddy. Nice little, what is that, an airplane? No. Naked Gun reference.
What do you say?
Nice beaver.
Oh, yeah. Such a good.
Thanks, I stepped it myself. Can't find me says been busy getting older, brother. Getting old.
I think he said that
Some of
last
these
week.
comments. Some of these comments got to yeah.
Yeah. Get some of those. What are they?
Last week it was a chicken.
Dave, appreciate the follow, brother. Yeah, some of these you can't read. I wish we could. We should have like one of these nights we should just do like a members only kind of like anything goes.
Right.
That's not saved for all eternity on YouTube. It just gets
Do a members only live stream and then delete it.
Yeah,
just
auto
delete it
delete
afterwards.
after.
yeah.
I like that.
JP812 asks, so what's the cherry pie filling in the Thumper going to do? Well, we're going to find out, but we're hoping it carries a little bit of flavor and sweetness over into the final product. We'll see.
I think it.
Oh, people are already guessing. I haven't even proofed it yet. Lots of transfer?
A ridiculous amount of cherry flavor in there. Still pretty hot.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. How do you cool your condenser, Dave? We cool it with big frozen blocks of ice. It's a pretty complicated process. We just freeze milk jugs, put them off in our water reservoir, switch them out every so often.
You may be asking about the reservoir, so let's give him.
Oh, okay. Well, he
So
can't see that.
We've got a reservoir here. It's about 30 gallons. Got a little pond pump in there that pumps water in, and then gravity just puts it back into the reservoir for us. So we're just recycling that water. Got 19 baby chicks too.
Richard, make us some balut. Just kidding.
Please don't.
Never mind.
Please don't.
Sorry. Balut.
Balut.
Balut, dude.
Don't make that.
Backwoods in the house.
Backwoods, brother. Good to see you.
No balut. Thank you.
Yeah, I saw a sign. So I've been neglecting to go grocery shopping. Finally went last night with my wife. We get a bunch of stuff and got back there by the eggs, and it said limit 2 per customer. We're only trying to guard against the egg shortage there at Aldi in Fort Smith, Arkansas, if y'all are wondering. Don't go there expecting to load up on eggs.
Wow.
Oops. Keep forgetting to put
I
this
cool
back.
mine with the 8-foot water trough, float on a tube with some beers, and watch the still work.
There you go.
I don't blame you there.
Not a bad plan.
I don't blame you there one bit, brother.
I was thinking about PEX pipe going through a cooler with dry ice.
Ooh.
Yeah. You just circulate it through there. That would work pretty good.
Water Boys of CFL, corn and cherry. Hot damn, now I want to make that to be able to try it. Yeah, so far for me, everything I'm seeing and tasting, I would, yeah, it seems like it's going to work out pretty nicely.
I went split brandy last week, and it was delicious. It was corn and oats and blueberries, and I can't wait to try it with cherry.
Oh, yeah.
Some would say a scare tactic.
What's up, B-Bean Grill?
Good to see you, brother.
That's old Bennett's
What's up, fellas?
partner in crime there.
Yeah.
Proof?
Oh, proof was 158.
Terry Baldwin at 543.
88.
158.
Good job, Terry.
Duke says, when I guest on the live stream, I'll probably run a barley-based malt. Y'all need a break from corn.
Yeah, we do a lot of corn,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
We've got,
How you gonna make? Here's
Well, I mean, we've
how you
got-
gonna make corn liquor? You ain't got no corn. You know.
we've got about 200 gallons of it. Well, 175 gallons of it right now.
There's probably
That's going to get ran. So,
Mhm.
And then we've got 6 gallons of malt whiskey.
Water Boys. That's a North Georgia Fat 10 with all the kind of bells and whistles you can add to one. Any upcoming specialty mashes?
Mellow Moon in the room.
What's up, Mellow Moon? Bennett's calling Bean his son.
Well, we do have Zach mashed in 150 gallons this week of 3 different mashes. When he hits 10,000 people on the TikTok, he's going to do a 24-hour live, run as much of that mash as he can within 24 hours, running 2 stills at a time. It's going to be nuts.
We'll see how that goes.
And then we've got a regular old corn mash. We've still got probably 20 gallons of it left out of a 50 that we made. That's what we're running tonight. I've got a malt whiskey that is done, and I'll be running it on the still, recording the video tomorrow. And that's all we've got going at the moment.
We are do have another heirloom corn order on the way. I would suspect that once we get some of that, once we break bags and pack up, I'll probably start trying to kind of keep to the side some corn, enough to do, 5 or 10 gallon mash of some heirloom stuff and just try some stuff out with it.
We've also got a bucket in the shipping room.
Dude, this thing's full too.
Yeah, whenever we're bagging grains and, we get down to the last bit in a 50 gallon or 50 pound sack, not enough to do anything with. And rather than leave it out and open where we end up with a bug problem, we put it in a 5 gallon bucket, and it's just a mishmash of all the different grains that we sell. And at some point, we're just going to make a mash out of it.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Just Heinz 57 mash.
That's going to be a little bit of everything.
Yep.
Uncle Misfit asks, any recommendations on a starter still to get? Well,
sure.
I'll say it's definitely going to depend on a few things. Your budget, obviously, what kind of stuff that you want to make, maybe how much experience you have. All those things are going to play in together. There's high-end stills, there's low-end stills, there's good versions of all of them, so you can find a nice economical still that's going to work well for you. But a lot of that's just going to depend on how much you want to run at a time, how much liquor you want to make at a time, and then also maybe what your experience level is.
Yeah, so you want to think about what's your main concern. So if your main concern is budget and you want to get into it as cheap as you can, then it's Beaver.
Yep.
If your main concern is, I like the tradition of the old copper still, then a good starter still that is copper is going to be the Alembic style still.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're concerned about durability and ease of maintenance, then you want to get a stainless, which Beavers are stainless. If budget is not that big of a concern and you're in the stainless category, then Mile High makes great stills. If budget is not a concern and you like the idea of a copper, then North Georgia is a good still, and also Copper Still Co. makes a good still.
Mm-hmm.
Those are both good options. And then your other concern is what type of liquor you're going to make. And if you want to make whiskeys, rums, or brandies, then a pot still, any type of version of what we have back here will work real well for you. That also includes Beavers. That also includes the Alembic still. If what you want to make is a gin or a vodka, what we call neutral spirits, then you want to get a column still, and that's going to be the Mile High has a lot of great columns to do that with. You can also, if you're handy, if you can get your hands on a used keg, then that's a great option because you can make your own column with a used keg, and pretty inexpensively make a really nice column still out of a keg. He's bringing one over that we just had fabricated. We sent that to a fabricator to do a little extra work on it, but you don't even have to do that. I ran that still a number of times before I ever had any modification.
Got some drain ports, all kinds of cool stuff you can add to them.
So yeah, that's my opinion on recommendations. And if you want to get deeper into that type of a conversation, join the Moonshine for Beginners group. There's people in that group that are willing to talk to you about that kind of stuff all day long. You can ask all kinds of questions, and I'll get Adam to drop a Moonshine for Beginners link down in the chat and jump over there. There's tons of people over there that'll help you out figuring out what still is going to be right for you.
Coverstone Daddy, how long's that mash been going?
Which mash?
Said he's got one he's having problems with.
Oh, okay. I missed it. Appalachian Plateau, another great place to get a still. Yep.
There's a bunch of there's so many cool places where you can go and look at them. Here's the only thing that I'll add to this conversation. If you're serious about getting one, don't spend months and months and months looking at them. Like,
Yeah.
ask some questions, find out what you actually want, and then just go get one.
GTD's comment was sour mashes went stuck again. pH is good. Temp is consistent. Any other suggestions?
Yeah, I'm asking them, how long has that mash been going?
Yeah, he'll pop in there.
And then there's, man, I've been seeing, oh man, I need to go talk to this guy, this Tiger Shine.
Mm-hmm.
I made several
He's
comments.
putting out some pretty good stuff.
He's been out like cool, good looking stuff, and it's very, very reasonably priced.
Yeah.
A little bit more budget friendly. Maybe not all the bells and whistles of like some of the real high end stuff, but I mean, as far as affordability goes,
Yeah.
I think you can get a pretty big all copper still for him, ribbed, rolled, looks good.
Iron Duke's saying nutrients, probably in response to
Yeah.
the stalled mash question. Richard says he's a nice dude too. I've only had one conversation with him a couple months back, and it was pretty short. So I don't know. I don't know him.
I need to holler at him.
I know he does a lot of stuff over there on Facebook.
Somewhat off topic, back to an old topic. Apparently, the Mongols used to distill mare's milk,
Mm-hmm.
and it was called kumis.
Oh, I didn't realize they distilled it. I knew they fermented
They
it.
fermented it. That was called kumis.
Okay.
The fermented is kumis, and then distilled is called the same product. Is called araki or something.
Huh.
Anyway, so you just distill that. I mean, there may be more steps to it, but that seems to be the gist that I'm seeing here. So maybe a lead on your milk thing.
GTD, what was did you take a starting gravity? And if you did, what was it? Kevin says $600 for a 5-gallon and Thumper. Pretty good price right there. Works great, short lead times. I guess we're all still talking about Tiger Shine.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think also, and we may have touched on it. Bennett made the comment, maybe over on TikTok, that you should buy kind of the biggest one that you can afford.
Yeah.
Because you're probably going to get into it, and he's right. You're probably going to love it, and if you do, you may shore up some time between when you have to upgrade again and just buy a bigger one. So I don't know. We always tell people a minimum of 5-gallon, because anything less than that, you're going through a lot of hard work and time to produce a very small amount of alcohol.
Yeah.
5-gallon, you know, what's your max yield? 5 gallons, say 14% wash. Best case scenario, everything goes well.
Well, it's going to depend.
10%,
It's going to
half
depend
gallon,
mainly on your
probably a
test and
gallon.
on your.
You
Yeah,
can
at
get a
least
gallon.
a gallon. You can get a gallon for sure out of that. This is a good book recommendation right here. I don't see who is asking. Oh, Mellow Moon. This is a really good book right here. You can pick this up at Amazon. Most bookstores have it, but it's a good one. Kevin is absolutely ready to upgrade 5 to a 10.
Is about ready. Mm-hmm.
They're still nice and cool.
Might as well go ahead and draw hard on the top of that coffee filter.
Draw a heart.
That stuff smells good.
Is that the good one? All right.
A lot of people
Let
start
you
on
guys
those beavers.
guessing.
And there's
Yeah, a lot
also,
of-
there's nothing, I'm going to be clear about this too. There's nothing wrong with starting with a beaver.
Absolutely not.
It's just most people, not all people, the majority of people that start with a beaver end up just spending some money and getting something else.
Or upgrading the beaver, doing some work.
Spending more
making
money
some
on the
mods.
beaver. We do like the Lombardi beavers out of all of them. That's the one we typically recommend people get.
Mm-hmm.
Got a big old football looking deal on it. Column, I guess.
Yeah, football shaped column. And, you know, it's, the cost to entry is just so small with those. $150 and you're rolling.
Yeah.
That's what makes them a choice.
That said, it is kind of a pressure cooker. I mean, it's not, you're going to go look at them if you've never seen them before, and they're just basically pots with lids and clamps and fittings and stuff. I mean, it's very bare bones. It will distill and make fine liquor. People make, I think,
Yeah.
fine quality liquor on them all the time. But
And you know, they're kind of finicky. They're kind of finicky to run. Things leak on them. You got to replace stuff. But all that said, I think they're worth the money because you don't give much for them. Pimpio Beaver. Yeah.
Jason Chazinski, welcome to Stillhand, brother.
Yeah, there's we end up with a lot of steel picks in the Moonshine for Beginners group of stuff people are doing to their beavers.
Different setups.
Pretty interesting.
Some homemade stuff too. Like if you're just like, man, there's all kinds of stuff on there. Joe just made a homemade Thumper jar Thumper rig, and that thing looks pretty slick. And she kind of reported that it was working well. So I don't know. She's got a design that's kind of similar to some other ones I've seen, and there's I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff over there. Well, it's 6:01. I'm going to go ahead and say you guys need a beer. You guys need a beer. Let's take this time. Got a few words from our sponsors. We're going to get in here. Also, if you missed the front end of the live, for those of you on YouTube and Facebook, you're going to be able to see the front part of this run, us filling the pot, talking about what we're going to be doing, some stuff we have coming up. So let's take a little short break here, and we'll be right back.
So tonight we are running the North Georgia Fat 10, running some corn liquor, and we let the channel members decide what we were going to run in the Thumper, and you guys chose a cherry pie filling. She's my cherry pie! So that's going to be interesting. We'll see what corn liquor tastes like with a little bit of cherry pie filling flavor. Now, we also have another surprise that I haven't told Zach or Adam about. I'm going to pull it out during the live stream. So hang in there for that. They don't even know what's coming.
What are you doing to me?
It was actually Winsong's idea. So, you know, if they don't like it, they can blame her.
Oh, man.
So yeah, that's what we got going on tonight, and we're gonna be sipping on some. What is that beer we're sipping on?
That's a Ozark Hillbilly Lager.
Ozark Hillbilly Lager. That's a local distillery that we happen to get our hands on quite a bit of that. So yeah, see you guys in the live.
See y'all.
Well, let's talk about the giveaway.
Free grain for a year.
Anybody gonna pass that up?
How you gonna beat that? How you gonna beat it? You're not.
I've never won free grain for a year.
I've never won anything meaningful of any sort.
Right. So this is awesome. We are giving away grain for a year. We want to give one of our great customers grain every month for 12 months.
Free grain delivered to your house every month for a year. All you got to do is go to stillandclear.com, make a $50 purchase. Each additional $50 purchase you make is going to get you another entry at your chance to win free grain for a year of your choosing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not a surprise box of grain where you don't know what you're getting.
Not some shit we got just hanging out in the bag.
You're going to tell us what you want.
You pick it.
10 pounds of corn, or you want a bourbon kit?
Maybe you want some barley.
Maybe you want barley.
Maybe you want some malted wheat.
Yeah.
Maybe you want a little sweet feed, crimped oats, heirloom corn.
Right.
Whatever you want.
That's right. So, stillandtheclear.com/shop. Spend $50 or more, you're automatically entered into the drawing. We're going to be drawing the winner April 3rd. Thursday night during the live stream.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you enter. Hope you win.
Good luck.
The perfect shine, some say, is all about the water, or about the best corn or their secret mash bill. For others, it's about a great still and a lot of copper in the process. The best distillers and moonshiners know that the pursuit of the perfect shine is more about the sum total of each great part, not any one thing. The North Georgia Still Company is a great place to pursue your perfect. You won't find a better still. The materials, craftsmanship, and attention to detail in every still they make, regardless of size, is the finest that money can buy. Need awesome grains, enzymes, yeast, or other accessories for making mash or distilling it? They've got that too. The North Georgia Still Company is all about turning water into shine. So go ahead, get your shine on.
Just wanted to let you know that Still in the Clear now offers heirloom corns. We've got the Hickory King White, we've got the Bloody Butcher, we've got the Jimmy Red, we've got a hybrid non-GMO blue corn, we've got the Trucker's favorite white corn. And if you've been wanting to try some of these corns and add a distinctively different flavor to your moonshine, other than just a regular old yellow corn, you definitely want to try these out. You can go to stillintheclear.com/shop, click on the category heirloom corns and see everything we have to offer. You can get it in 10-pound batches. You can also get them straight from the Homebrew Center shop if you're local to the Fort Smith area. And we also offer bulk purchases in store at Homebrew Center where you can get a great deal on a 50-pound bag. That is pickup only. But if you want to try some of these great corns shipped straight to your door at a great price, check them out. Stillintheclear.com.
Zach quit and went home.
Yep, it's just us now.
That's not true. I gotta get some water.
Where's the water hiding?
It's on the bars.
Hiding right in front of my face. So just before we went to break, I saw that Jason Trasinski had gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, brother. That's awesome.
Badass, man. More people for the members only stuff.
Yeah, we do a members only live every morning except Sunday.
Last jar proof was 155.
It says, who's Zach?
I don't know.
Got a fresh Miller in my new HBC koozie. Hell yeah.
Man.
Old lady's cooking supper. I'm running the still. Life is good.
Indeed.
Does sound like good life right there. All right, Goverstone Daddy. See you later. Thanks for jumping in. Someone needs to make a comic book, The Adventures of Cyrus and Fat Tickle.
Hey, come on, man.
Going to bed. I mean, geez.
Oh, that was cool.
The Duke is still with us, and it's midnight or something where he is.
Duke, what are you sipping on right now? What kind of beverage are you imbibing in? I would assume some sort of dark beer, thick as yogurt. Maybe tastes like peat.
Room temperature.
Yeah, warm even. Yeah, I just got it fresh out of the microwave.
Peated malt.
Peated malt.
I knew it. I knew that'd be the case. Poison sticking up more.
Got your bag, didn't he?
Leave my buddy alone.
I can't wait to try some of this corn liquor tomorrow. Anxious to see. I always like to give it the breathe. I may take a little sip on the next jar.
Bennett don't drink.
Dip my finger in it.
We have, it's crazy. We do have a fair amount of people that come in here and they're like, yeah, I don't drink. I love making wine and I love distilling.
Yeah.
I don't drink.
Pretty good number. Yeah.
That's more than you'd think.
I may have an American IPA. Never.
Is there a non-American IPA that you endorse? Just curious.
Y'all ever going to give apple deer corn a shot? Man,
Yeah,
there's
for
another
sure.
one of those that's on the...
I mean, I'll do it. I don't know how much different it's going to be, honestly.
Just Ultra. Yeah, Ultra's not drinking. Have you ever watched the series Landman? He talks about he quit drinking all the time.
Yeah.
He just drinks Michelob's.
Right.
Right, Duke. Yeah, he's
He's talking to that bartender. And,
yes.
and he says, let me tell you something. I'll drink 5 of these tonight. Tomorrow night, I'll come in and have 5 rum and cokes. You tell me if there's a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, Ultra, it is water. I mean,
Justin Code, I'm having
like
trouble with my conversion of starches to fermentable sugars. Do you guys have any quick tips or common pitfalls that may be plaguing me? So if what you're talking about is there's 2 parts you can have trouble with. You can have trouble converting your starches to sugars, or you can have trouble converting your long chain sugars to short chain sugars or fermentable sugars. We use alpha and gluco, high temp liquid amylase. That's what we have great success with. I don't think we've ever had one that we just couldn't convert. I mean, we were talking about that earlier. I couldn't ever remember one.
So Justin, if you're doing your conversions traditionally with malted grains, skip that part for now and use the liquid high temperature alpha and the liquid gluco to get into converting starches, and then later on move to malted grains. The most common mistake I see when when converting starches is, especially, well, when you're using corn, especially, the gelatinization of corn is harder than all the other grains. So if you don't get it at a really high temperature, 190 plus, and get a good gelatinization, and that's where the grain gets sticky and clumpy, then you won't get a good conversion if you don't get a good gelatinization. And I see that that's the most common mistake for beginners. Duke says alpha and glucoamylase are a game changer. Absolutely. Pretty much all I use anymore. I don't do traditional conversions with multiple grains anymore, unless I'm just doing a video.
Yeah.
Lost chat. There it is.
If you're curious and you want to see exactly how we convert starches, I did just put a YouTube video out on the HBC, the Homebrew Center YouTube page. Adam may be able to get that link in the chat there for you if you want to go over there and look at that.
which one?
The Homebrew Center YouTube page.
Okay, yep.
It's a young channel. It's got like 130 subscribers. It's not very big, but I just put my first long form YouTube video on there. I did 1 all grain conversion, and I did 2, our super simple kit that we sell on stoneandclear.com, and the beginner bourbon kit that's also available on there. So those are just 2 sugar shines, 1 with oats and corn, 1 with sweet feed and corn, and then the other one I did a mixture of the Hickory King and the Trucker's Favorite, the white heirloom corns that we carry, and we converted 100 pounds of it. So you're more than welcome to go over there and look at those on the YouTube channel. And I think the all grain was the first one up in the video, so that just shows our process of using the alpha and the gluco and what it looks like when you get a good conversion and all that stuff. So I hope that helps. I don't know. It is kind of a tricky thing that I think maybe the remedy for that is just doing it a few times and making sure you're really watching those temperatures. At what points do you add in? Make sure you're hitting your temperature windows for adding the alpha and the gluco.
Junk asks, what's the difference between apple pie and clear apple pie? So typically what that is a difference between post flavoring and Thumper flavoring. So this distillation right here is going to have some cherry flavor in it. I don't know to what degree at this point, and it's going to be clear. And then a regular apple pie is a post flavoring, so it's after distillation has taken place. We add ingredients like apple pie and cinnamon and all the different, whatever you want to add to it. That's called post flavoring. Typically, there's a pretty large difference in proof. So a post flavored apple pie is going to be sweeter and a lower proof, typically around 40. And then a clear apple pie is going to have a higher proof because it's just the distilled with no post flavoring, and it's going to have much less apple flavor. It's not going to be sweet. Yeah, the high temp alpha amylase and the gluco are well worth the money. They seem like they're kind of expensive. Like, for example, on the Still in the Clear website, we sell an 8-ounce pouch of both with a dosage syringe, and it's $29. But you're going to be able to convert 300 pounds of grain with those 8 ounces.
It'll do about 150 gallon of mash is what it works out to. If you're doing about 2 pounds of grain per gallon, which puts you right around that 1065, 1065.
Yeah, show and shine. Typically when I do the all grain and I'm using the high temps and the gluco, I will also put in the barley or the malted grain at the correct temperature, just kind of as a backstop, but it's not necessary.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here? I'm going to take a little taste on this one.
Been sipping the last couple. Very curious to see what you think about that one. That one had a little bit of oil floating on the top of it, which I could imagine from all that gelatin pie filling.
Maybe, yeah. I'm getting some cherry on the nose. Just a small hint of it.
Wait till you taste it. For it being 150 proof.
Yeah, it's there for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think
it's very sweet. Pick up the sweet first, and then you can pick that cherry out, which is pretty awesome.
What I'm also getting that I don't like, that to me is the cough syrup cherry flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it seems like to me. I'm not a big fan of that.
That's an interesting.
But it may be a lot different once it gets proofed down.
I think it'll be a lot harder to distinguish. Hopefully just more of the sweet. I wasn't getting the syrup. I was barely able to pick up the kind of that cherry flavor, but it's heavy on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where you got more of that syrup?
No, I got it in the taste.
In the taste.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is jar number 5.
Rimfire is asking about your grain grinder.
Looking to buy a grain grinder. Can you show me the one you guys were bragging about last week? Yeah. Give me a second. Let me finish this. And
do you remember the name of it?
The camera. Yeah, the name of it is.
Hey, Adam, will you pull this up on
Amazon?
Yeah.
The name of it is Blue Chinese Grinder. That's honestly not the name of it. That's honestly not the name of it. But if you type that, it comes up.
What? Hang on.
They're pretty popular.
They're very common.
Is it a coffee grinder?
No, it's a grain grinder.
Blue Chinese Grinder.
Or grain mill, maybe, might be a better term.
Bubbles?
I'll just start showing you guys stuff, maybe. Perhaps.
Brew?
Christ. There it is.
Right there.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
How much is that bad boy? $150.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Now that one's looks like it's got a plastic hopper, and the one I have has a stainless hopper.
Yeah. That one looks a little bigger though, maybe.
Number 5.
Can't beat them. Very good grinder. size is probably done. There's no telling how many literal tons of grain is ground in it today.
Yeah. And I've got a video on the YouTube channel about it. Actually, I've got two. I've got one video that's kind of a review of it, and then I've got another video of the modifications I made of it. And because the one I got didn't come with an on-off switch, so it was where is that thing? I don't even know where the grinder is. Oh, it's hiding. You can see mine is filthy at the moment, but that's the one. And you can see down there too where I added just an on-off switch. I also added some food grade silicone to the gate because it kind of leaked a little. Got real cloudy, real dusty kind of coming out. And so I did that, and that solved that problem. But it's a great grinder. Been using it for a couple of years now, and that thing just keeps on chewing through corn.
Yeah, super dependable.
Oh, I was about to pour my water into it.
Uh-oh.
The Evil Twin 2 is a great meal for someone starting out. I'm not familiar with that one. I don't know. Your Poison says, for the love of God, don't look up blue waffle.
Don't.
I don't even know what that is in reference to. So
You don't need to know.
I don't need to know. Okay. Use tart cherries next time, and you won't get the cough syrup taste. Winsong says.
That makes sense.
Do they make a tart cherry pie filling? I mean, I don't even know if that's what that was or not.
Did she say that's what you should use?
Yes, well, to avoid the cough syrup taste.
Tart cherries.
If Winsong said it,
Yeah,
it's a thing.
I mean, it makes sense. Let's go with it.
Just call it fact.
Yeah, I mean,
When she's talking about flavors.
I'm not
sounds
questioning it.
It'll also do fine flour grind as well if you wanted to grind flour yourself. The wet plates work pretty good as well.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. No, but you can make it yourself. Okay. But you can't get the tart cherry pie filling. You got to make it yourself. Gotcha.
What's your favorite toast flavor?
My favorite toast flavor. Right now, I've been pretty partial to the pecan to the butter pecan.
Yeah, the butter pecan's really good.
Man,
pretty
we
good.
can't even keep it up here. By the way, honey, we're out of butter pecan again at the shop.
Trade you some corn liquor for some butter pecan one song.
She doesn't need your corn liquor.
She got a stash.
She's got a stash.
Yeah, someone earlier, and sorry I didn't get to this. It was like I don't know if it was right before or right after we went to break, but someone was talking about all of the stuff that we've been aging on the staves that that are on the website. Those have been turning out awesome. Bottled. I'm thinking about showing them that label, even though I don't know if they'll be able to make it out.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
All right, I'm gonna go grab the apple brandy that was aged on some cherry oak or some cherry staves for 5 weeks. I proofed it down to 93 proof and filtered it and bottled it and attempted to make a label.
Go with that label.
I wish I had.
Rimfire 59. Thanks for the pics. That was the one I was looking at. The one with metal funnels 179. Okay.
I wish I had the source image because I could just overlay the source image. It's super cool. I love that picture.
Yeah, I didn't think about
Maybe
that.
maybe we'll get it next time or something.
So here's how this stuff ended up looking. I don't know how well you can see that.
I can zoom too. Let's see. I'm gonna pick it up a little bit.
Came out really pretty color. Light colored brandy. This is just toasted cherry that this was on. And then we asked AI to produce a picture of a chicken with teeth. I want to start calling this stuff hen's teeth because so scarce. Yeah, that's 5 weeks on the cherry and 93 proof. Turned out badass. I like it a lot.
It's very good. Very good.
So yeah.
I don't know if I've had
I
that.
enjoy the Traverse City Cherry, grapefruit from a great state. I was on a phone call. What was the proof of the last jar? Oh, I don't think I said. The proof of the last jar was 150. I wrote 155 on there, though. I don't know why. How does the taste compare to something that was aged in a barrel?
Did you say 150?
150. Yep.
Jason Acosta, 615.
Jason Acosta. The big winner. So I don't know, like I haven't
aged
drank
much in
anything
barrels,
from
yeah.
a barrel in such a long time.
And
That's maybe a good idea with all the liquor you're going to get from the heirloom corn. Maybe we put that in the
one of the bad mo's.
bad mo. Yeah, I've been meaning to fill one for a long time. I just never get around to it.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. A lot of the liquor is going to end up in our, some of you guys have seen it, our big 53-gallon barrel that we got from Axe and Oak. And that's going to become like the shop infinity barrel. We have guys stop by here all the time and, bring us some stuff to try. And, it happens frequently enough to where it's like eventually we're just going to have jars all over the place. And so maybe like trying it with them and then encouraging them like, oh, hey, you should just put this off in the infinity barrel and we'll put your name on the barrel or whatever we end up doing there. But,
Rimfire ordered the grinder. Good deal. Yeah, you won't be disappointed.
what's up, John? Man, that's awesome.
I put 2 of your sticks in about 3/4 gallon of wheated bourbon. Oh yeah, you're gonna love that one.
Use the
That's one of
medium
my
charred oak.
favorites.
Are you talking about the wheated bourbon kit that comes with the medium charred oak? Because that one is. I bottled up the beginner bourbon also that we aged a couple different ways. Well, actually, sorry, it was aged one way on medium toasted oak and medium charred oak, 1 stick apiece. I think it was
Half gallon.
like half gallon, yeah. And that one turned out really, really good too.
Yeah, Jeffrey's talking about the wheated bourbon kit. Yeah, you're gonna love it. I have yet to have anyone not say they loved that kit. Now, of course, I don't think any of the people who watch my stuff would ever tell me they hated one of the kits, but
Not any good.
even if they did, I don't think they would say
Not
that.
great. No.
Do better.
Yeah, this brandy I'm very, very, very happy with. It turned out, I kept it a little bit higher too. Kept it at 93 proof.
Yeah.
What do you guys aging your brandies at? Some of you guys that do a bunch of brandies, what do you typically proofing on? What do you age at or oak at? And then what do you try to proof down to? Kind of curious about if y'all have a number you're trying to shoot for. Or
Richard says Bad Mo has a DIY barrel kit now. I did not see that.
what?
That's pretty cool.
Never made a brandy yet. Jason, you got to make a brandy. I'd love it.
Gerald's asking, what's the most fun you guys ever had? Can't discuss it here.
Yeah, I can't talk about that on
Can't
one,
talk-
the internet, 2, on video.
Yeah.
The statute's not up on that one yet.
Right. I did the wheated bourbon at 110. Nice. Jason hadn't made a brandy yet. Paul loved the wheated.
Duke is coming at us again for the barrel versus stave.
Bloody heathens.
Bloody heathens.
No comparison, the Duke says.
It's blasphemy, ain't it?
I use 120 or stronger for barrel proof, Scott says.
Yeah. That brandy was at 118. and then I only proofed it down to 93. The beginner bourbon was at like 128, 123, 123 or 128. I can't remember now. But it ended up arguably, maybe even possibly, probably better than this brandy I made. It's really good.
Can't Find Me asks, you guys char your own sticks? If so, how you do it? Can pecan be used? I'm sure. I mean, you can use any kind of wood you
I feel
want.
like the pecan would be a safe bet. Some people come in here with a cedar or like a pine or something like that, and that's just, there's too much tar and sap and just it's bad stuff in there.
You can just use like a soldering torch and char it to your desire.
Yeah, we get a bunch, lay them out on a grate, char them, flip them, char them.
Duke says, don't go above 120 a barrel. You'll pull out the astringent tannins.
That's interesting.
Maybe the 118 was the move there on the brandy. Now, I would say on the bourbons, I think you have per classifications, don't you have to age above 120?
No, it just has to be aged below 135 and above. I can't remember if it's 110 or 100. There's just a range you can be in.
Okay. All right.
But the range is.
I may not live long enough for barrel aging. Got to use staves.
Yeah, that's funny.
I love the staves. I use them all the time.
Me too, and it's only because of the convenience factor that it just doesn't take as long. That's all it is for me.
Also, and I don't know if he's in here, Hillbilly Glass barrels, the tops, those are now those are pretty awesome for a couple reasons. One, you can age in the mason jar, and because you can breathe through the top that he's built in there.
Yeah, you get the oxygen transfer.
Yeah. And so you just turn them sideways. Now, I'll say the only thing that we've ran into on those is sometimes it takes them a little bit to swell up. There's probably, realistically now, kind of looking at the stuff I've looked at on this barrel, you maybe are supposed to soak these in some water. Do we normally do that before we just turn the liquor onto them?
No, and I didn't, and it's because Hillbilly Glass Barrel said not to soak it.
Okay.
But I did get these off of Amazon, those little gaskets. Help.
We put these gaskets on here. It'll come just like this, right? So it can breathe through this wood here. Got a little bit of chard right there. You turn it sideways, and they do an awesome job. And they work quick. They're very effective. And also, he puts a really good char on there. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Oh, yeah, there you go. If I get it in the light just right. But yeah, they're pretty awesome.
Jason says he used beeswax to get the Hillbilly Glass Barrel oak lid to seal. And I think Richard did the same thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Beeswax? Yeah, I came in here the other day talking about sealing a barrel up with some beeswax. He was having a hard time getting to cold water.
Mm-hmm. Tony says, I have a blueberry brandy at 110, 2 weeks in. Some on charred oak, some on toasted cherry, both from Cyrus. I'll bring some by at 5 weeks. Yeah, brother, for sure. Bring that by so we can taste it.
Bringing us some stuff. Oh, Tony. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can try. You'll be off your deal, and you can try some of this apple brandy aged a couple different ways in this bourbon.
Y'all baking, y'all's not flame correct. Not sure what that means, Poison. You can
Is he speaking Slovenian?
I don't know what he's saying. Hey, is he saying we're running too fast?
You can use a barrel wax. Most places that sell barrels probably sell the wax. Interesting.
I will tell you this run is going pretty fast, but I'll also say that this takes quite a while to get up to temperature, but when it does, it likes to move right along. It's kind of its cruising speed.
Poison. So we do both. We'll toast which is essentially where you just bake them at a certain heat for a certain amount of time. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we also char them with flame. So
Why did I not understand?
I
what you're talking
wouldn't
about?
get it either. Sometimes it's difficult when you're reading these things off kind of in the moment. But yeah, so we do both. Medium toast, heavy toast, medium charred, heavy char. I'm missing one. Also, we just sell the seasoned oaks, Dave, so you can get them and do whatever you want. We got an awesome place that we source our oak from. They sell seasoned white oak, seasoned American white oak.
This is jar number 6. I thought y'all spoke drunk.
Jeff, there's a lumber place up north of us where we go and get our wood.
About
Like 45 minutes from here, but it's worth it.
50 minutes if I'm driving. 55 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't speed.
I'm real good at obeying traffic. You good, Fita? What was that?
Yeah.
What happened?
Just went down sideways.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the label or not, but it's a hen with teeth.
Let's get a tie shot.
We're working on it.
Play with that. I really think we can dial in that white
I think
point.
if we just get a hard outline,
Well,
it does the same thing. This image is like pretty neat, though.
We've just got to figure out what that thermal printer likes. You know, like there's a certain white point in
I
there.
know what it
that
doesn't like: shading.
It doesn't like, dynamic shading.
Hey, Duke, thanks for hanging out with us, brother. You have a good night.
He'll be here another 20.
Waiting to see if we talk about him while he's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we will. I'm going to wait 15 minutes before I say another word about you, Duke. Love you, buddy. Glad you were here.
What about aging with orange Osage? I wouldn't know. Haven't done it. I'm sure someone has tried it.
Isn't that what? Who's put that in here? Richard?
Barry McDonald.
Oh. Didn't Richard have something he brought in here that was the orange Osage?
Oh, that's
It wasn't 8. Well, that's just corn, isn't it?
yeah. It was a type of corn that he was
Yeah.
using.
Oh, okay. I would like to see what some Bodark would do to some liquor.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a lot of different walnut, pecan. I can see the pecan being really good. I don't know though. It is kind of acidic,
Mhm.
a little bit. You know, has a little bit more acidity maybe than just like Coke or something. I don't know if that leaves it once it's kind of like seasoned, but
Jason says he aged rum on toasted pecan staves. Came out good.
Wasn't Duke's point that it has to have evaporative?
yeah, it's got to be able to breathe through its vessel.
So I wonder.
Air in, air out.
Well, I wonder if you could design an experiment where you do that like the proper way or whatever, and then you also just expose this other jar or this other barrel to air for a day. You know, and you do that every so
Close
often.
it back up.
I wonder if that doesn't like have the same effect over.
I would imagine it doesn't have the same effect because it's not traveling through the oak,
Okay.
but it might approximate something.
Yeah. I just wonder. You know, it seems like evaporation is what we're after there.
Yeah, and
And mild amounts, like over a long period of time.
Yeah. Right.
I'm pretty certain there have been lots of people try lots of different ways to approximate a 10-year-old oak barrel,
Yeah.
and nothing really replaces it.
Yeah.
I wonder if you
yeah.
could like.
You're just making trade-offs.
Yeah. Sure.
I wonder if you could. This would be pretty interesting. I wonder if you got like, I don't know, big cylinder, and you put a piece of oak that you kind of suspended in the middle of it somehow, and like a big hydraulic press. You just like put a lot of top pressure up here on the liquid and forced it all through the oak. If you could like force age something
That's
through the
interesting.
wood and
I
like
bet that's been tried.
I love that idea.
Even the
We should design that.
I saw a TikTok, and I can't remember who it was. And in fact, someone was talking. Maybe it was an email. Maybe it was one of the live streams talking about putting his oak barrel on his boat dock just to approximate the motion of the ocean, because that's where oak aging had been like discovered.
Kind of
that
sloshing around, always moving around in there.
Yeah, crossing the ocean was the thing.
That's what they claim that Jefferson's, that it's aged at sea.
Oh,
you got a
really?
they got a big ship. It's probably a big metal like shipping container ship that got bobbing around out there. But
That's
and
interesting.
I also saw a guy, and I wish I could remember who it was on TikTok, but put his barrel in one of those automatic baby swings.
Oh, yeah.
Just to swing it back and forth.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Thumper's finally hot. Little baby will be pumping that spicy water soon. Job. I had looked into getting a breathable plastic film and put it on a mason jar. Just want to make sure it has sat outside for 2 years. Yeah, you want to make sure it's good and seasoned. Don't do any aging with green wood. It's not going to turn out. Mm-hmm. Or maybe a vacuum instead of a press, Jason's about your idea.
Maybe. I think just like, if you can.
We've talked about using one of those vacuum sealers on our jars with oak that's in it and just changing the pressure inside of the jar. Would it make a difference?
Like if you create a vacuum basically in a mason jar.
Create a vacuum, and then give it a couple of days, release the vacuum, create a vacuum, release it.
Yeah.
That would be pretty simple to create. That experiment would be easy for us to do because all we got to do is get that little vacuum lid
pump off Amazon.
Well, no, we've got our vacuums will do. They have a little hose on it. Oh, and the mason jar lid has a little nipple that you put the hose on, and it's like a one-way check valve.
He said,
"Yeah, I did."
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, Richard's just talking about it. You can take those lids for pulling air out of mason jars and do that to a jar. Yeah, that'd be an interesting little experiment that we could do pretty quickly.
Whiskey Rebel, don't sweat it. Glad you're here, brother.
Rebel in the house.
My white oak comes from my deer camp in Mississippi. Hell yeah.
That sassafras would taste amazing as an infusion would.
Yeah, if you could kind of an interesting concept to kind of blend the two ideas of aging something and also post flavoring it.
Yeah.
You see it a lot in retired barrels, retired molasses barrels or, the wood barrels that they'll soak in honey for X amount of time before they put the liquor off into them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sassafras wood. That's one that I haven't. That's an interesting one. That's one I haven't thought about in that way.
It's also interesting that people are now aging honey in oak.
Yeah.
I say that they're doing it now. I think they've been doing it for a long time.
Probably a long time. It's kind of super interesting. Like every time my brain automatically goes to sometimes when we're talking about the way they did things before, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. They were doing this for this. And then I look it up and they were like, no, actually, this was the only way they could maintain
there was no other way.
Spoiling.
Yeah.
It was purely so it wouldn't spoil on a ship or whatever,
Right.
I guess I haven't had aged honey. That sounds great.
Yeah. I don't think I've had it either.
Now
knowing
they're not aged. So what I'm talking about, they don't age the honey, but they put the honey in the barrel for it to soak and kind of, what's the word? There's a good word for this. I'm going to use the word impregnate the wood.
Okay.
There's a better word for that. I can't come up with it right now.
I like it.
So they use it.
penetrate.
Yeah.
Similar words.
It's a very similar word. Gee, you dog.
Sorry, I don't know. Penetrate. But yeah, that's what so they're just basically coating the barrel in the honey And I want to say they don't even fill them up. Like sometimes they just put a couple gallons in there and just roll them.
Okay. And
I could be
then-
bullshitting on that.
And then it goes into a different jar. Like
They
it's
just get the honey out of there. And
it's
they
just
throw
a
the whiskey
process.
off it. Yeah,
It's just a
Yeah,
process.
they get the honey out of it, throw the whiskey in there, and
Gotcha.
that aged honey is delicious. I guess they do age it.
Jar number 6 was 148. I think I forgot to mention that.
Infuse. Clinton, you're right. I was looking for the word infuse.
Oh,
He's a wordsmith.
A brewer in Cleveland does a vacuum for 12 hours, then open for 12 hours, supposed to age a couple years and 30 days. That's all I know right now. So they're 12 hours on, 12 hours off on pushing it into the wood and sucking it out. That's kind of
I
interesting.
mean, it makes sense. You're just accelerating the same process.
Richard said he could try that with the 1030. Are you talking about putting honey in it?
I thought he was talking about his Badmo barrel. Oh,
That's
He is,
1030.
yeah.
How would I get your address to send you guys a gift? I have something that would.
go well with your still.
Oh, okay. I think Adam can drop our address in the link. I think you got that saved. This is the address of the Homebrew Center. This is the shop.
But like, also don't send us anything too crazy. I don't want to feel bad when I'm like, oh shit.
They sent me a gold bar.
This is gold bullion. Crazy valuable.
Yeah, don't send that to Zach. Send that to me.
It's a gold. He sends us a gold.
You're sending gold bars. I'll give you my
Dude,
address.
a gold coon pecker. How badass would that be?
That would be cool.
That'd be sick. Gold baculum.
That's awesome.
Okay, gold bars for everyone.
Sounds good.
All right.
You talked me into it.
I'm gonna have to turn that air down again.
Yeah.
That gum hot in here.
It's almost like there's a propane heater behind us. How's everybody doing on TikTok? I've somewhat neglected you guys tonight, and I'm very sorry about that. I appreciate everyone that liking the live, that
Why is this on
follow,
85?
and you guys are awesome. Sorry, I'm a little different. You guys you got a different view than you normally. All right. There it is. I'll try to remember to take my mic off.
Got the air on. Things still nice and cool.
What's up from Ohio? Brother, how are you? Like shine. Don't we all?
Who doesn't?
Also, send one of them gold bars for me, bub.
Want to give a special thanks to Adam since he's so quiet in the corner.
Super quiet IT work.
Yeah.
Howdy.
Oh, man.
What else? Anything else we can? I think that's it. don't
Nothing
have
we
anything
can
else.
go
Can't
all.
keep drinking stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I can't.
We have we've had some awesome developments this week with the Shine On Festival. I'm not going to be able to announce anything until like mid-April probably. But some pretty cool stuff going on there. I hope all of you
So a
guys
month-long
can-
teaser.
Yeah, month-long teaser. No big deal. Hi from New Zealand. What's up?
Mean Diller.
So
Diller.
all that to say, hope all of you that can make it out to the Shine On Festival come out in October.
Yeah, if you
And I'm
can
looking
make it,
forward to sharing some stuff with you
do
guys.
not miss it. We got some really cool stuff planned for the Shine On Festival. My girl and her friend distilled their wine.
That doesn't turn out the way I want. Turn out the way.
Oh yeah, that's what they're same thing you do. your wine doesn't turn out quite like you want it, you just
I see what you're saying. Yeah. If I have a wine right off the rip, don't even give it a chance to sit around and really find out. If I taste a young wine and it just, I think, doesn't have the capability to be a really pretty good wine, I'll just put it in the pot, distill it, make an awesome brandy out of it.
Kevin says the corn smell coming from the worm is unreal right now.
That's nice.
For those of you in the chat that weren't here earlier, Kevin is running some cream corn and cream corn and another corn, just regular canned corn.
Cream corn and sweet corn.
Cream corn and sweet corn in his Thumper. See you later, Paul. Thanks for jumping in here with us. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
We still only have one person in the Facebook. Everyone
Despite
didn't
our,
nothing.
I really
our best
thought I was going to
efforts.
bust it loose with that quick tip.
I really thought you were too.
I'm about ready to give up on Facebook.
I don't know why it's not.
I'm not a big fan of Facebook anyway. So
Yeah.
Dude, Rick is super big on the silver and the gold.
yeah, I'm betting Rick has a hoard of ammo also.
Yeah, dude, probably got 22 all bricked up.
So, Rick, you're saying I need
Maybe
to
some
buy.
223.
Some 5.56.
Rick, what are you buying on the 31st?
March 31st is buy silver day. If you wait till then, you will pay more.
Like specifically, like if I was at like on my brokerage, like what are you going somewhere
Rick,
else?
what's silver at? About 32 an ounce. What's spot right now? 35, 32, 33, 34. Where's it at?
Where what are we talking?
What are we talking? I keep up to date with it. I put a little. I've stacked
Is
a
silver
little bit.
that high?
32, 33 an ounce.
Okay.
Yeah. Spot
I
price.
just thought it was like, what's gold?
I mean, it's been there before.
What's gold?
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's 24.
I always thought
I don't know.
silver was like almost half a gold.
What's it at, Rick?
No, it's way less than gold.
Okay.
Made
Almost
wine.
35. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Made wine from grape juice, distilled it. I was shocked how good it turned out. Yeah, that worked. It does work out well.
Yeah.
Amylase enzyme compared to barley, much easier, much more effective. Does not change flavor
What's up,
in any
Bully?
way. I don't hardly ever use malted barley for the conversion anymore. I still use it in my recipes, but it's mainly just because
Flavor thing.
the flavor. Malted barley and malted grains have a different flavor than unmalted grains, and I like it.
And also, like, I could see too, some of the 10-gallon kits where we put 1.5 pounds of malted barley off in them. Like, say you don't get a full conversion. I mean, that malted barley could clean up some of that, right?
Okay, so describe that, using it as a backstop. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, when I do those recipes, I will typically put the malted grain in at the correct temperature for the conversion.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's ever made any bit of difference.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I've ever had the liquid enzymes not work.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. When you said, so you said amylase enzyme. Now, I'm assuming you're talking about liquid, Mike. I don't use the powder. I never have liked the powdered enzymes. So I'm assuming you're talking about the liquid enzyme, the high temp alpha, and also you can't use high temp alpha amylase by itself. All that does is convert starch to long chain sugar. You also have to use the glucoamylase to convert the long chain sugar to fermentable sugar. Some people make that mistake. They just try and use the alpha or the gluco, but you have to combine them together.
Yeah.
Not at the same time in the recipe, but you have to use them.
Why is it that the yeast won't eat the long chain sugar? It's not something they can consume.
It's not something they do.
Too big for their little mouths.
Yeah.
I like to imagine like millions of little Pac-Men off of my ferment just munching around.
Well, I mean,
You're like, all right,
like
nerd.
Fucking what?
imagine away. That sounds awesome. Can you recover the heads from a run and remove the methanol? So the heads, when you say recover the heads, So heads is a portion of the distillation that does not have a defined starting and ending. Everything is smeared, so you get into these transition phases, and you can't just recover the heads. First of all, the heads are a what's the term I'm looking for?
Weird.
Anyway, yeah. So there's not like, oh, at this temperature and to this temperature, I can pull out all of my head. Yeah, they're not really compressed.
Yeah.
So you can't really pull them out of the run, but that first part of the run, you can determine, okay, I'm no longer in the heads, I'm now in the hearts, and then discard the heads. And as far as removing the methanol, you can't remove the methanol from a run. You can remove portions of it with the heads, and then some of it is smeared all the way into the tails. You're always going to have methanol in your run.
You should make cuts. If you're not, I see guys run just off into a bucket. Now, if you're doing a Sherpen run and you know you're going to run it again later, yeah, sure, no problem. But if you're doing a single run or you're on a double distillation, you should make cuts based off of the size of your overall run. In those cuts, you're going to have your heads and your tails, which don't taste good. You don't put them in your liquor. We encourage people not to throw them away. Cull them into a Feints jar and do a double distillation on them. Just put them back in the pot, proof them down to 40. All kinds of good liquor in there that you'll get back out of that. You'll do the same process. Make your cuts. You'll have your hearts. You'll keep that. We normally only run Feints at a maximum of 2 times before we put it over into a different jar where we do sacrificial runs with it. We'll clean stills with it. So for big proponents, I don't know if it's the stinginess in me, but I don't like throwing liquor away. And even liquor that doesn't taste good, that you'll never drink, still can serve a purpose and can be converted into good drinkable liquor. That's just kind of the short take on keeping the heads. That's what we do, but to each their own. Yeah, rerun heads and tails. Next run, yep, sure. And Mike, if you like the powdered amylase and you've had good success with it and you don't have any problems out of it, just keep using it. Nothing wrong with that. They sell it for a reason. It does work. There's no problem with it. We just like the high temp liquid alpha and glucoamylase because, well, there's a couple reasons for that, but we like it. We have good success with it. It's what we include in our kits and encourage other people to use just because it is so user friendly and you tend to get a lot easier, more consistent, better conversion. That's kind of our, I don't know, that position. But
yep.
I label my Feints. When I run that same batch again, I'll add them. Oh, that's interesting. You put it off in your pot to proof up your wash. That's kind of a smart way to do it. He labels them and puts them right back into the same wash.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
It's kind of smart. Also, like that whole thing of like, oh, you'll go blind.
Yeah.
I've asked repeatedly, like, where are the blind moonshiners?
Right.
Where are they at? There should be swaths of blind moonshiners just wandering around in the Appalachian Mountains, bumping into trees.
Telling stories of how they
tripping over box turtles. Where are they?
Yeah, like they should be overrepresented in this population.
Are you kidding me? They'd be everywhere.
They would be every third person.
The government would have had every one of those people
If
back
that
in
was-
Prohibition era lined up, making them do interviews.
Right.
Look at all these blind moonshiners.
Never heard of it.
That doesn't happen. It's not a thing.
Jason Acosta says, I love to see the high temp alpha thin the mash. Yeah, because it happens before your very eyes within seconds. It's amazing.
Eric said they turned into Sasquatch. That's all the Sasquatches is just blind moonshiners just rummaging around out in the woods.
Well, then I have one more question.
Yeah.
Where are all the Sasquatches?
Yeah,
That's true.
Actually-
That's true. The same.
Actually, I have a better question. Where are the Sasquatch skeletons?
Yeah.
Where are the Sasquatch?
Where are the remains?
Where are the bodies? Where are the bodies?
Where are the bodies?
Where are the remains?
Huh? Look at these elongated Sasquatch skulls. Their little blind eyes.
What was the proof on
Winsong
that?
says, well, I can't see 5 feet in front of my feet in front of me anymore.
We were having the same conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was last week, and someone was pointing out your glasses.
Yeah.
Like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Gold just broke another record high. Golly, we are getting a minute by minute gold commodities price watch.
What
Love
was
that.
the proof on that jar?
143. Got
went-
told I'd go blind when I was younger, but for a different reason.
Nobody hit it. Nick Haas was closest, 142.
Okay. All right.
You can't see them because you're now blind.
So it's 7 p.m. We're going to take one more quick little break here. You're going to get a word from our sponsors. Going to see the first part of this run, what went into that, and we will be right back. Take this time, fill up that beer. Go take a bathroom break. We don't have the same bladders we used to have when we were just young boys. No reason to hold it. Go take a bathroom break. Fill up the beer. We'll be right back with you.
So tonight we are running the North Georgia Fat 10, running some corn liquor, and we let the channel members decide what we were going to run in the Thumper, and you guys chose a cherry pie filling. She's my cherry pie. So that's going to be interesting. We'll see what corn liquor tastes like with a little bit of cherry pie filling flavor. Now, we also have another surprise that I haven't told Zach or Adam about. I'm going to pull it out during the live stream. So
What is this?
hang in there for that. They don't even know what's coming.
What are you doing to me?
It was actually Winsong's idea. So, if they don't like it, they can blame her.
Oh, man.
So yeah, that's what we got going on tonight. And we're gonna be sipping on some, what is that beer we're sipping on?
That's a Ozark Hillbilly Lager.
Ozark Hillbilly Lager. That's a local distillery that we happen to get our hands on quite a bit of that. So yeah, see you guys in the live.
See y'all.
Well, let's talk about the giveaway.
Free grain for a year.
Anybody gonna pass that up?
How you gonna beat that? How you gonna beat it? You're not.
I've never won free grain for a year.
I've never won anything meaningful of any sort.
Right. So this is awesome. We are giving away grain for a year. We want to give one of our great customers grain every month for 12 months.
Free grain delivered to your house every month for a year. All you got to do is go to stillandclear.com, make a $50 purchase. Each additional $50 purchase you make is going to get you another entry at your chance to win free grain for a year of your choosing.
Yeah. This is not a surprise box of grain where you don't know what you're getting.
Not some shit we got just hanging out in a bag.
You're going to tell us what you want.
You
want
pick it.
10 pounds of corn, or do you want a bourbon kit?
Maybe
or
you want some barley.
Maybe you want barley.
Maybe you want some malted wheat.
Yeah,
Maybe you want a little sweet feed, crimped oats, heirloom corn.
right.
Whatever you want.
That's right. So, stillandtheclear.com/shop. Spend $50 or more, you're automatically entered into the drawing. We're going to be drawing the winner April 3rd, Thursday night during the live stream.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you enter. Hope you win.
Good luck.
The perfect shine, some say, is all about the water, or about the best corn or their secret mash bill. For others, it's about a great still and a lot of copper in the process. The best distillers and moonshiners know that the pursuit of the perfect shine is more about the sum total of each great part, not any one thing. The North Georgia Still Company is a great place to pursue your perfect. You won't find a better still. The materials, craftsmanship, and attention to detail in every still they make, regardless of size, is the finest that money can buy. Need awesome grains, enzymes, yeast, or other accessories for making mash or distilling it? They've got that too. The North Georgia Still Company is all about turning water into shine. So go ahead, get your shine on.
Just wanted to let you know that Still in the Clear now offers heirloom corns. We've got the Hickory King White, we've got the Bloody Butcher, we've got the Jimmy Red, we've got a hybrid non-GMO blue corn, we've got the trucker's favorite white corn. And if you've been wanting to try some of these corns and add a distinctively different flavor to your moonshine, other than just a regular old yellow corn. You definitely want to try these out. You can go to stillintheclear.com/shop, click on the category heirloom corns, and see everything we have to offer. You can get it in 10-pound batches. You can also get them straight from the Homebrew Center shop if you're local to the Fort Smith area. And we also offer bulk purchases in store at Homebrew Center where you can get a great deal on a 50-pound bag. That is pickup only. But if you want to try some of these great corns shipped straight to your door at a great price, check them out. Stillintheclear.com.
And we're back. Oh, oh, oh. So
We made it back.
we made it back. I hope you got your beer, whiskey, your bathroom break. We came up with a kind of a cool idea while we were on break. We are going to do a guess the proof giveaway. Now, before I tell you what you're going to win if you guess the proof right, you got to be the first one to put the proof in the chat. And we will do closest without going over. So we're going to send you a mystery box. It's going to be whatever I feel like putting in there and however generous we're feeling. And I'll probably put you a little note in there. And if you don't message me, right, if you win, you don't talk to me either by way of the shop phone or you got to message me on like TikTok or the Homebrew Center YouTube page or something. You got to talk to me because I want to make sure that I get your info written down, your address, and get it to you. That's the only way you'll get it. So you haven't won until you've messaged me, but we're going to do a mystery box. First time I think we've done one of those. So
Yeah.
for everyone watching, here's the previous 4 jars. Jar number 4 was 155, 5 was 150, 6 was 148, 7 was 143. If you're guessing right now, they're not. We
haven't even pulled the jar off.
They're not even going to be. They're going to get lost. So just hold on to them and wait to guess the proof
Until we
until the jar's on the table.
yeah. Until we pull
There you go.
Okay.
That's it.
that jar.
All right. What
Natural.
kind of deodorant do you use?
I don't use deodorant. You like that?
Oh yeah, all natural. So yeah, that'd be a cool one. You won't know what you're getting until you get it, and yeah, be some fun. That's great.
Yeah, that'll be fun because sometimes you can catch Zach on a really generous day, and there's no telling what might be in the
I can
box.
put all kinds of stuff in there while Cyrus isn't looking. Perhaps an autographed bikini photo.
There is one already pulled, Kevin. The last one we pulled was 143. We're doing jar number 8. This is jar number 7.
Yep. It's going to be an interesting jar to do this on, too, because the run has been kind of staying up. 150, very consistent there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then I know you're staying here kind of late. You're probably going to watch the game here, finish this run out. I'm probably leaving after this jar.
Okay.
I don't know how early you got to get out.
I work tomorrow morning, so I could probably leave around the normal time, maybe a little after that, 8:30 at the latest.
Okay.
So
yeah, we'll finish this run out. I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't imagine the run will still be going past 8:30 anyway. I don't think our game starts till 9. They're playing in San Francisco, so the time difference just crushed us on the start time of that game.
Richard, we have not bumped the heat yet.
I'm looking at the. That was kind of funny you mentioned that. I was looking at the drip over here, and I thought about kind of bumping the heat a little bit. Kind of trying to keep an eye on it. It's more of a steady, quick drip. Very, very rarely are we getting that pencil stream. I think it's probably turn it up just a bit. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's time to bump it up a little.
Turn it up just a hair.
Just
Consider
a
that while you're
minute.
factoring in your guest of proof guest. I'm going to re-explain. So if you're on TikTok, the next jar that comes off, if you guess the proof, or if you're the closest to guessing the proof without going over, I'm going to send you a mystery box. So yeah, still guessing the proofs.
Yeah.
Maybe your audio's
They're
not
not.
that good.
Hang on, it is.
It's been a pretty good little run, though. Looking at the jars,
Yeah, it's been
Pretty nice
a
little run.
healthy 10 gallons so far. Which now I will say, I got a little sidetracked when we were filming that intro video. I wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention to how much I was putting in there, and I filled the still to the brim where the cone starts. So, I mean, it was a true 10 gallon, and probably maybe technically a little over, but
Yeah, Jason, if we told you whether the mystery box had a gold bar in it or not, where would the mystery be?
you should treat your guess as if it does.
You take it seriously.
Yeah,
my
take it
friends.
seriously.
Love to see all these channel members in the chat.
Yeah, pretty slick.
Channel membership is pretty good. Like we're up over 100 channel members, which is pretty
Really?
awesome.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I think, well, last time I checked, we were. We're
cool.
also kind of at that time where a lot
Some
of the
are going to
gifted
start
ones.
falling off.
Yeah.
I noticed
But that's
Jason
okay.
said that. Jason Trzanski, he said his membership he got gifted expired. He bought one and then turned around and
Gifted.
gifted a few.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So we appreciate that. It is really pretty nice getting in there with you guys in the morning and doing the members only stuff. The poll seemed to have pretty good participation. So, you know, getting to hang out with you guys a little extra, give you guys some exclusive content, and then also roping you guys into helping us make some decisions on the things we're going to do and run is
Yeah.
pretty cool.
And a lot of kind of behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
That not everybody else, you know, how we're running the business, things we're thinking about doing, all of that kind of stuff.
Yep. We've really enjoyed getting you guys' feedback on some stuff, and honestly had a little bit of help from you guys here and there on how to, having some options to deal with some different things, and it's been good.
Joe, place your guess when we pull the jar. That's when we're going to guess.
She backed it up. If now 128.
Right. She's ready, just in case.
Just so you know.
Now you should know we just bumped the heat on this still a little bit, guys. So will that affect the proof? I think it probably will. Maybe. I don't know. May switch. Knowing that may give you a little extra information to change your guess around a little bit, be a little bit more accurate.
Wrinkled foreskin is bourbon just aged moonshine. So bourbon is a subcategory of whiskey, so it's made with grains. It also has to be it's supposed to be 51% corn at least. It's supposed to be aged with new American oak, and it's supposed to come off the still at no higher. No, it goes into the barrel no higher than 135, and has to be jarred no lower than 80 proof. So that is the definition for bourbon. And moonshine encompasses anything that you make without proper licensing, whether it's brandy, vodka, gin, doesn't matter. Any distilled spirit.
Zach, what platform do you do your morning live streams on? Tony, we do them on the Still in the Clear YouTube channel. I don't know if you're on the Homebrew Center YouTube or the Still in the Clear YouTube, but they're through the Still in the Clear YouTube channel. Adam, I don't know how to tell them how to be able to go get a membership or what buttons to click. I do know that there's an issue with iOS. So if you're on an iPhone or an iPad, you have to go to like Google Chrome or I don't even know if Safari browser works. You have to go to an internet browser and log into your YouTube from that. and then you can purchase memberships or gift memberships. I think Adam has a way better way of explaining that probably, but while he's doing that, my beard ran out.
I'm going to try it. So last time I tried this and there was some echoing. So let me see if I can do this again. Test. I don't hear any.
Oh, no.
Yet.
So whenever you go to the video,
Oh, it's literally
next
over
to
there.
the name here, you're going to see join. That's how you become a member. You have to do this through a desktop style browser. You can do it on your phone. It's just in the browser settings on your phone. So when you're on Safari or on whatever, it'll be down there with the 3 dots. It'll be a menu. You go to browser settings and you request a desktop site. So you have to request the desktop site or just do it from a computer. That might be easier.
Or just stop buying Apple products. That's the real answer.
Like, it's easy.
You know,
Hey, come on, take
get a real phone. Not even hard. It's like you just push that button.
No.
My one that's made and manufactured in China.
All of them.
Also, the
All of
iPhones
them.
are. I should have said. I tried to get on my high horse there with the Apple products. Let me just hop right back off, okay? Hey, we read that guy on TikTok's name?
Yeah, say that again.
Wrinkled foreskin.
You said it.
I know.
You said it too.
You said
You
it.
said it already?
Yeah, you already
No,
said it.
It's not like it's a bad word. It's kind of funny.
It is funny.
So, what if I put some shine in a bourbon barrel for a couple years? Would that work just as an experiment?
But
Yeah,
it would also
100%.
absolutely work as an experiment.
100%.
I mean, whether or not you call it bourbon at the end. I mean, honestly, at that point, you're a moonshiner, so call it whatever you like.
Dude, yeah.
But it may or may not be technically moonshine.
Call it your TikTok handle for all we care.
Joe Park said she did it on Apple, so anyone can.
Jason said most of the time I can't watch the weekday lives while live because I'm already at work, but I try to watch it later. Yeah, that's true. If you miss the lives, you can watch them later.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there's the polls and the members only videos. There's some other stuff in there that's kind of fun for people. And you don't, Winsong's right. You don't have to join to catch the Saturday morning live stream.
Mm-hmm.
We do open live in the morning every Saturday. That's just for everybody.
I'm not reading that one.
Yeah. What a legend.
I like them. I really enjoy the morning lives. They're not very long, and it's just us kind of sipping coffee, chatting, having just a good discussion. I like them.
They're typically a good deal different from what these are.
Mm-hmm.
A little less rambunctious,
Yeah.
kind of a little bit more mellow. I
Well,
guess.
it is morning. We're still kind of waking up.
I am. Been up for several hours at the point where we do this.
We are here in Fort Smith, Arkansas. That's where we be.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to fall out of my chair laughing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good one. Good one.
Next week, we don't even have anything to run. It looks like we're probably going to be running corn liquor again next week. We don't have anything else to run.
Probably.
We're starting
we
to
have a
make,
bunch of it.
yeah, we're starting to make 50-gallon batches just because at times for these live streams, it's been difficult to come up with something to run, and people seem to like the lives more when we're running.
That'll probably be the last run out of that barrel. What do we want to do? Just fill it back up and give it some
Make
more?
something different, other than a straight corn liquor. I would like to do something with the heirlooms, or maybe do one of the kits. Maybe do a 50-gallon batch of GWR or something like that.
Oh man, that would be cool.
Yeah.
50. Yeah, that would be nice.
Make a 50-gallon batch of GWR, get like 4 runs out of them, and then finish them off in different ways, aged, unaged.
You convert all the grain in that, don't you?
Yeah.
The rye and the
GWR.
ground corn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a fun one to do. Also, just be a cool video. Good video, the mash.
Yeah.
And then just have it here. Plus, man, I really, really like the GWR.
You could always neutral that normal corn liquor so you can make some other recipes with it. Yeah. Could certainly do that. In fact, we've already done it with some of it.
Who's managing the what's one song mean? Managing the TikTok.
I think she was laughing about Wrinkled Foreskin's username, maybe.
Wrinkled, appreciate the follow, brother.
Perhaps.
Oh, okay. One song, I don't know. I could have missed something. I'm on Android, but had to wait until y'all were live so I could change membership from gifted and be able to gift memberships. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Well, we appreciate you, brother. Helps us out a lot.
Terry had said he fell off the gifted membership, but couldn't get back on yet due to buying steel parts. I understand if it comes between being a member with us and getting steel parts. I mean,
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I mean, of course. Then again, $1.99.
It is $2. Technically $1.99.
Robert's
Yeah.
throwing his guess out. I think you may have paused your live stream, Robert.
Robert, yep.
Might want to scoot that live stream forward. You might miss the next guess or be way late.
You can always neutral that corn liquor so you can make some other recipes with it. Yeah, I'd really would like to kind of stack some corn liquor up specifically with the. What's so funny?
I already read it.
Oh,
We already talked about it.
sorry.
I do the
Sorry.
same thing.
Sorry. Jason wants us to do a sack run on the keg.
That's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
And well,
Give
I
us
don't
some more
know.
time.
I don't know if we'll have the electric element built by Thursday or not, but
We don't have to have it.
we don't have to have it. You're right. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Do a sack run on that thing. Got to get it done anyway.
Sack needs to slide his live over too. What do you mean?
What does that mean?
What do you mean by that?
Slide your live over.
The one that's on TikTok? Like it's pretty good.
All right.
What you
I
mean?
just got some gold from the bottom of the Bering Sea. Oh no,
From Emily
From
at
Emily.
JM Boy. One
man! Hey, slow down, Rick, with the gold sales.
He's still going.
Yeah.
He was talking about how Cyrus said you need to catch up. Maybe you're behind on the live, and you were behind reading that comment. He was just tying the two together. That's what he was saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Yeah. I'm with you now. Man, I'm ready to watch those pigs win tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Texas Tech. Yep.
I mean, they could surprise everybody again with that one.
What's the line on that game?
I think we're a 5.5 underdog. I think it's 5.5, maybe 4.5. I took us to cover. I did put a little action on that thing. What a freaking hot streak on the. No, I've been like again. I don't want anyone to misconstrue. It's not like I'm betting like hundreds of dollars a game. I'm not even betting. Yeah, but it does make me more interested in the game while I'm watching it. It does make the game more entertaining for me, even if I only have $10 on it. So, really rooting for the pigs to do a good job tonight. Make me very happy.
Yeah, Rick, no worries, brother. No
What'd he say?
worries. He says, for me, gold fever. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Glad Adam is there to keep you two straight. Yeah, it is helpful.
Wonder how much. It always makes me wonder, like, what do you think he's just got stacked up, silver and gold wise? Like, how much? It's got to be a lot, right? I'm sure he's. I mean, if you buy a few ounces here, a couple grams of the gold here and there, like over the course of years, like I don't know, and maybe at some points you sell some when you need whatever. Gold gets real high, maybe you sell and buy it back again when it's low.
Yeah,
I've got a little silver and a little bit of gold.
Yeah, I don't own any gold. I've always been just too poor to buy gold, but I own some silver. I think the last time I bought it was 18 an ounce. It's been a few years
I
back.
bought a bunch at like $22, $23. Got a safe that I kind of kept it off in and just forgot
Where do you
about
keep
it.
that safe?
It's you want the physical address or no?
What's the combo on that?
A lot of
safe?
it, I got some as graduation gifts over the years from
Yeah.
like various points and just some coins and stuff that I was given. So I just keep it all in a
Yeah.
an undisclosed location.
Sweet. Rick gifted some memberships. Thank you, brother.
Collector Rick, that gold and silver must be paying off, brother. It's very evident. 5 gifted from the man himself, Collector Rick. What a guy. He already gifted
Okay.
5. This
No, that
live.
was- I think
is
that
Jason
was
did.
Jason.
Yeah, but there's been
There been more than one?
I think so.
I've already gifted.
I don't know.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Joe says she buries her stuff.
They'll say help pay the mash bills. Joe, you just, I'm not saying me, but just make sure someone knows that. That's trustworthy. In the uneventful, God-foreseen day 40 years from now when you're no longer with us.
Yeah,
Terry's been gifting grandkids ounce of silver for every birthday. That's a pretty good little idea right
That's
there.
pretty cool. Yeah. Give them a little Liberty dollar.
Jason, the last jar was 143, brother.
yeah, Arkansas is a 5.5 point underdog.
5.5, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if it's 5.5 or 4.5. I think I took them at 5.5. Along with some other things.
Yeah, Joe, sometimes
Lost
you
our
should,
chat up there, by the way.
you should
did
ask
you?
Windsong about burying treasure.
Oh no. Did she have an unfortunate lost treasure?
Yeah.
What happened? Can you say?
She just couldn't, like, it just wasn't there.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Someone found it?
Someone found it. She didn't remember where it was, whichever.
Oh,
like,
okay.
didn't draw a good enough map or something. I don't know.
Oh no. I'd be going back out
she
there with a
goes.
metal
Joe,
detector.
be careful burying money.
Dang, that would suck. Was it paper money?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Dang it, man.
Dang, dude.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah. Was it in a metal box? I'd be out there with a metal detector figuring that shit out.
Yeah.
She wanted me to go dig it up, and all I could think of was that movie Holes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know.
That's too damn bad.
That's too damn bad.
Yeah. Oh man, that sucks so bad.
That would be the worst. Chat's frozen.
Should have called Dora the Explorer to draw the map, right?
15 grand? I'd be finding that shit.
That, yeah. Wow.
In Oklahoma?
Uh-huh.
Oh, damn. Yeah, you got to go after that.
Dude.
No, I don't.
Shit, I would be. What's the finder's fee on a deal like that?
Yeah, it was in a coffee can.
So you can metal detect it.
So it's like ruined.
Probably.
There's been 2 decades, I think.
Really?
The coffee can has not survived.
I'm still going to look. I don't care.
Are you?
Well, I mean, like, if I have, dude,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if I had some off time, I would just,
Yeah, I'm gonna be out in the fields this weekend.
there's an
so-
off chance I can stumble upon 15 grand. Yeah. I'll do that.
Rick says silver and gold is money.
Oh my God, Rick.
Bills disintegrate. That is true.
Yeah.
Can't really bury much down here. Dig too deep, you hit water.
So check your constitution.
Damn.
I like the shit out of Rick. Damn.
I'm
Oh, she already found it?
No.
Oh. I thought she was saying like 10 years later she went back to it and it was just,
No.
dang, dude, that's crazy.
yeah, that really chaps my ass.
That burns me up, dude.
That burns me
Drives me up a
up.
wall.
Yeah. I can only imagine how you feel. I feel awful with that.
Yeah. Also, like 15K in like early 2000s money.
Yeah, that's crazy money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a good chunk.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Are we on the jar? Almost. Another couple minutes there on the jar, and we'll pull it. We'll do the guess for the mystery box of Zach's choice. Who knows what you get? It'll absolutely be worth more than you paid for it.
Yeah.
100% on that.
Yeah.
We've got somewhere north of 50 concurrent viewers across all platforms. So each of you will have a shot at this. What you're going to do is as soon as the jar hits the table, you can put your guess in. Now, if you guess something that someone already has guessed, you need to get right back in the chat and throw another number in there. You'll be able to see by the, God, I can never point. Right here, you'll be watching this. You enter yours in and you notice someone up above you. You just need to throw another number in. If you're the second one to guess it, you won't get it. And if you guess it before we put the jar on the table, your guess won't count. Look at Joe. Yeah,
Every
Jason
time.
already knows what it is. It's a portrait of me in a bikini in the snow. Signed. You're welcome. Those are $80 on my OnlyFans. So, yeah, wait till the jar hits the table and be the first one to guess what you guess.
And if you're on TikTok and you can't see the chat that everyone else has guessed, we'll try and pay attention. And if we see that you guess someone has already a guess that someone already has placed, we'll let you know so you can place another guess.
Yeah. Yes.
How many people are? Yeah, there's 4
my
people over
God,
there.
what is happening?
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
live access removed on TikTok.
What?
Man, TikTok is brutal.
This is fucking a bunch of bullshit. These communist bastards.
Commies.
Third.
This is the first one of these I've ever gotten. Be warning for your first violation and next violation. Sexual activity and services.
What?
Oh my God! When I was talking about the nude photo of me, or the picture of me in a bikini on OnlyFans. Are you kidding me? Are you
can't say OnlyFans.
Dude, are you shitting me? There's girls in here showing their tits on lives and like doing. Are you kidding me, dude? I can't scroll for more than 30 seconds on TikTok without some. Do you agree with the decision? No, dude. Are you shitting me?
That sucks.
This restriction is too strict. My live does not contain the content mentioned in the notice. Oh, dude, this chaps my ass.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Dude. Oh my God, dude.
Wait, what lives are those? I don't know what you're asking.
Appeal.
He's on TikTok live over here on the
that's,
phone, if that's what you're talking about.
yeah.
Submit. Appeal submitted. Now I'm in the TikTok courts. Now I'm dragged into TikTok litigation, where they are the court and the jury.
Yeah.
God, dude, are you kidding me? Like, seriously, scroll on TikTok for more than 45 seconds, and there's
She's like selling. Yeah.
She's going like this, and then all of a sudden there's a mirror and her tits are out.
Yeah.
And I say the word OnlyFans, and I'm booted.
I don't know. That's not on my algorithm.
Dude,
It shows up on mine.
I hate that app so much. For how much time I spend on that thing, like, I hate it so bad.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Damn sober third world content monitor.
Damn!
They're hitting us with the jar.
Thank you, chat. All right. Swap this jar out.
Well, I guess we don't have to keep up with the TikTok chat.
Dadgum TikTok. All right. So this is the jar for the mystery box. You can start your
Man, they
guess.
started getting them in there quick.
You're gonna have to.
Oh shit, it's flying. They're getting them in there fast. I don't blame them either.
I just knew he was gonna.
Also, don't put multiple guesses in. We're gonna go back through there and look. If you guess like 138, 139,
This is a surprising one.
all right.
This is going to surprise some folks.
Yeah, it's not even a shadow ban, Jason. It was a full-on restriction. Not even a restriction, a ban. On April 3rd for live access. I guess I can still post on there. But
So 1 week.
yeah, I got it appealed. I bet they'll. Like most times on those, they'll.
Well,
Look who's not there.
Damn, dude, just kick a brother when he's down.
Sorry.
Sometimes it's your own people, man. Yeah, Clinton, I think so. Most of those you can kind of automatically appeal and do okay with. I'll never go 24 hours loud ban. Yeah. The app of free speech when they're borderline getting banned in America and talking about how important free speech and expression is, and
like only
my whole experience with them is just like
Not free speech.
it's only certain things.
You said the word cigarette. You're
Yeah.
banned.
Yeah. You said drink.
Kidding me?
Yeah.
What is this? I thought this was America.
Yeah.
Apparently, we're doing Shanghai rules in America. President has been a TikTok representative run over here and jammed some bamboo shoots up my fingernails. Said Marlboro on Livestream.
Shake it again, Si. I missed it. All right, hold on.
Yeah, Jason, that's about to be what happens over there. Like, and that's another thing with the 24-hour live stream.
Yeah.
Like, I won't be able to only depend on, like, I'll have to do it from probably YouTube and TikTok because there's no shot TikTok makes it a full 24 hours
Yeah,
without
that's what Joe was saying
ending
earlier.
my live.
Don't sit this one next to that one because you can read 143 on that.
Gotcha.
Boom.
All right, get your guesses in.
Mystery box.
Closest without going over. Yeah. This is going to be my last jar. I'm going to get out of here. These two knuckleheads are going to stay a little longer.
Try not to burn the place down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be staying on live until at least 8. Maybe later. I don't know, honestly. Based off of this last jar here. Everyone got their guesses in? I'll give you until I see the first comment at 138.
7:38.
7:38,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, we'll give you guys a few more minutes to throw a guess in if you haven't. 39 people in the chat. Still shows 4 people on TikTok, which I don't think is accurate anymore.
No, it's
that can be
not.
true.
I've got it all the way back to 734, so I can.
All right, there's the first comment at 138. Justin Cody's got the last guess at 137 proof.
And it is 149.
Whoa.
Who saw that coming?
The first person to say 149 was Mean Delar
Well,
on
hell
YouTube.
yeah.
Mean Diller at 7:34.
Oh, awesome! We get to ship something over across the ocean.
Is that? Where are you from? Are you from New Zealand, really?
Yeah.
No shot, really?
Yeah, I think that was the one that was from overseas.
Mean Diller, where are you from, brother?
Bob Lecken, good to see you in here, brother.
You're in New Zealand?
Now we can send it to you, brother.
I'll pay for it. Sorry.
We can send it to you. I mean, that's the deal we made. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Nah, you're getting it. Damn.
Make sure leave us a comment.
You gotta message me.
Hey, for what it's worth, they're the only person.
Don't put your address in this. Message me on Homebrew Center YouTube or on TikTok. ABV guy on TikTok. You have that. No, dude. Yeah.
That's funny.
So, yeah, I think you're watching right now on Still in the Clear channel. If you are, you'll need to switch over to the Homebrew Center. Just type in Homebrew Center, not the Homebrew Center.
Make sure you subscribe.
Find that channel because it's another channel that we have that Zach is in charge of, and send him a message over there. And you guys can swap emails or whatever.
Damn, I never even thought about that being a possibility.
Jason, Still in the Clear, going worldwide. Yep.
What an expensive giveaway that turned into.
What? Wow, that's cool. Standing behind your word. Well, absolutely.
I'm paying for it. I'll get it to you.
That's funny.
Prestige worldwide.
Prestige.
Last week we put liquid paper on a bee and it died.
I'm going to jump off of here, guys. I'm going to head home for the night, and you guys go ahead and hang out in here with these two. Yep. They're going to finish this run out, and if you're a channel member, I will see you in the live stream in the morning, and if not, I'll see you on the next live stream next Thursday or Saturday morning.
We're going to get weird on here.
That'll get weird.
Don't get me banned on YouTube.
Dude, if they're going to ban me, they're going to ban you now.
All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later.
Later, brother, man.
To the next one. Oh, there's some more to put in there.
Okay.
Mike.
Please leave your mic at the table. Burn the place down, boys.
We'll try not to.
No promises. Yeah, dude. Come on over.
Oh, yeah.
We're losing the drip cam. Well. Test. We reviewed your appeal and found that your live violates our community guidelines. Your live access will not be restored until your suspension ends.
Really?
No.
That's a bummer, man. And especially for that. I mean, you said it once under your breath. Come on. Yeah, sorry about the drip cam. I don't know. I mean, maybe we just need to be more attentive, Zach. What do you think about that?
Sorry, I was fighting the urge not to hurl this phone into the wall. Man, that's the first one of those I've gotten.
Yeah, you've never had that before.
What a dumb thing, dude.
They were like, man, this guy's screwed up all the time. Now he's talking about selling his OnlyFans. We got to get him out of here.
Dude, do I look like the kind of old boy that's got a freaking OnlyFans?
You never know.
I can't be satirical. I can't joke. I can't have a good time.
Apparently not.
Fair enough.
Apparently not.
Man, dude.
Bummer.
I'm freaking super bummed about that. Oh, well. I need to just grow this YouTube following and just do everything from there.
Why not? Why wouldn't you?
I hate the app. I mean, I hate that app.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? Who's gonna buy TikTok? What's gonna become of it? Is someone gonna buy TikTok?
Well, and also just like how fragile it is. Like you could put all this time and energy to put in videos on TikTok, have 100,000 followers, and then they're just like, oh, hey.
I don't like, and Cyrus has brought this up before, I don't like how videos don't necessarily age well on TikTok. Like if you make a good video and it's popular on TikTok, you need to keep making videos, or else your popularity to people just falls off. Whereas on YouTube, it just kind of slowly grows over time. Like videos continue to get.
It's a much better platform. It's much more user like content creator friendly.
Yeah,
TikTok is like the gulag.
Flatland Hillbilly, they probably banned you for rooting for the pigs. Could be that also.
You bite your tongue. Man, what a joke.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I think that man, that's crazy. Jar number 8 just really kind of surprised me there. But also not so much. I mean, we slowed way down. It took forever for that jar to come off. You look at this one, you guys don't have the luxury of the drip cam, but it is like small stream periodically, and then like all the way to like a kind of a medium fast drip. So I'm looking at the temps, which I don't normally even pay attention to because that's kind of the way Cyrus has always taught me to run a still. Trying to get a zoom.
Actually, no, I was going to set up my phone as the drip cam, but
nice.
I'm just going to play with that and see if I can do that.
I am going to bump this a little bit more. I don't know, am I? Maybe just a hair. Just a touch.
Yes, Jason, that's what I'm working on.
Too much BS is right one song. ABV is the reason I have TikTok. Thanks, Terry. Appreciate that, brother. Jason, appreciate that, brother. Is what it is. Won't be able to go live this week, so no working lives, no nothing. I appealed the appeal, so let's see where that gets me. Oh, there it is.
I'll come back and fix it in a second. No, not Siri. Stop it. No, Siri. Quit.
See y'all.
Oh,
Give the people a little something before you go. Into the hat, Mike.
We'll see y'all later.
Later, buddy. It's my guy. Yeah, Joe, that was pretty cool of him. But we're going to honor what we said, and I'm just going to be out of pocket some shipping, but that is just fine. You guys are... You guys are the reason we can do what we do. And if we tell y'all we're going to do something, that's just what we're going to do. We are grateful for all of you, And yeah, if you win something on here, you're just gonna get it. I don't care if it costs me extra money. It is what it is. Apple pizza. One song, y'all having pizza? Where from? Last chance of alcohol abuse. Now, hey, you know what I will do? Finish this. I'm gonna make a mixed drink with some Pepsi and a spirit of my choosing.
Would you make me one that's maybe not stout?
Just a little wheat guy?
Yeah,
I can do that.
Yeah,
that's probably what I'm gonna do for myself.
maybe just kind of an easygoing type of drink.
I'm gonna find a little. Yeah.
How's the drip cam, guys? It looks cool on our end. Looks almost normal. I haven't had any kind of soda since like January 11th or 10th, like in any capacity. My wife quit like it was like her New Year's resolution to stop drinking because she was drinking like a Dr. Pepper every day. So she has stopped completely. I don't think she's had another one. I decided to do it with her.
Extremely few and far in between.
This is my first one in, I don't know, 2 months, 3 months or whatever.
I'll have just a straight mixer, but I normally like the only time I have soda is when I'm making a cocktail with.
Yeah.
That said, I did have Coke, just nice ice cold Coke out of my mother and father-in-law's fridge the other day.
Yeah, that hits different. It does. That's really good, man. What'd you put in there?
So this is a cool one. This is the only bottle. I had a little bit of extra of the charred brandy and a little bit of extra of the cherry aged brandy, and I just blended them together because I didn't have a measurable amount to put in either or bottle.
Nice.
So I just kind of blended them.
I like
this
it.
is apple brandy and Pepsi.
That's good. What are the chat's thoughts on Crystal Pepsi?
I think they should bring it back. I saw a guy on YouTube the other day, something Beast, and he does like a bunch of food challenges, and he got one off of like eBay from like the 90s or whenever they were doing them.
Yeah.
And chugged it.
Ooh.
And just vomited profusely for like several minutes.
Was it Mr. Beast?
It looked terrible. No, it was I don't know his handle on here, but it's something.
You know, some of my friends really liked the Pepsi Blue in the early aughts. That stuff.
Never a Pepsi guy. Si's a big Pepsi guy.
I mean, it don't taste like Pepsi. Pepsi Blue doesn't.
What
I mean,
is
it's
it?
literally a blue drink. I
Looks
think
like
it was
one of the Mountain
slightly
Dews.
crystal
Code Blue.
Crystal Metsy. I like that. No, it was kind of like that, but it wasn't super fizzy, or it didn't have that bite that Code Red does. You know, it wasn't like that. It was different, man. I was not a big fan
Real
of
mellow?
it was kind of mellow, yeah, for a Pepsi. It didn't last very long. Like it was only around a year or two.
And there was like New Coke.
Yeah.
There was.
Well, I think that's when Code Red came out. It was around the same time.
Code Red, which did good. I mean, they still make
They
it,
still
I
make
think, don't
it.
they?
Yeah, I think so.
And then they tried other Code Reds. They tried Code Blue, which I think maybe they still make too.
I've seen the orange.
Yeah.
Like, I think they brand it differently, like it's for gamers. Gamer Fuel, Game Fuel. I think
That-
I think that's what
don't
it's
like that.
I think that's how they brand it.
Don't like that. It's been a while since I had what's that called? Knee High. You ever had a good Knee High?
Knee high.
It's an old school like Coke.
Okay.
Yeah, it was real popular back in like
The brand is Knee-High?
early. Yeah. NEHI, I think. dash.
I don't think I've had that one.
I don't know. It's been so long since I had it. That was a good one.
No, I don't think I've had that one.
Could you show the temp on the still? Rimfire, the pot's at like maybe 205, the cap's at 200, and the thumper is at 190. We've talked about this a little bit. We don't normally pay very much attention at all to those thermometers. I mean, I guess if something was super irregular, maybe it would catch my eye and I would notice. But I'm mainly watching the stream. Like right now, I'm looking at the stream, and it's too slow. So I'll do two things. I'll check my water temperature. Water's still nice and cool. My heat. I'll make a little slight bump to it. Other than that, I could really, honestly, kind of care less about what the temps are doing. I'm more focused on that stream and trying to kind of somewhat stay consistent. You can see what happens when we don't stay consistent, right? We had that slowdown. We got jar number 8 that came off 149, the same as jar number 5, and basically jar number 6. Now, it could be that jar number 47, which came off at 143 proof, maybe we ran that too fast, right? Like, I mean, it's hard to distinguish or say like jar 7 or 8, where exactly, where things went, but just try to keep the stream steady, consistent.
Take care, Terry.
Terry, you're poison. 6 gallons of strawberry in secondary, and your cherry mead recipe pulled off oak. Could use a little back sweetening to my yeah. I'll always, even if I leave something dry, very rare that I won't. Now, some recipes I do. I don't want to overload it there. I'm partial to dry wines and dry. Now, the meads, though, I do like the meads to be a little bit sweeter.
I haven't had, maybe I just haven't had dry mead. Seems like they're always pretty sweet. I just haven't had, the dryness that you would feel like with a cab. Like,
oh yeah.
Is that,
you'd have to leave one all the way dry.
No, I don't think I've ever had that.
Oh, okay. I bet I can go dig one out over there here in a little bit. I'll let you get a little taste of it. Did y'all speed up the fire during that jar? Yeah, on jar number 8, I tweaked it just a little bit. It was running out way too slow. I try to always keep a small, kind of little bitty stream, somewhat unbroken by the time it gets down to the bottom of the jar. The tiniest stream that turns into a good little fast drip. Kind of what I like. Joe? Yeah.
That was a good looking sticker.
It was a good looking label for sure. Good hanging out with you. Canned corn and the Thumper is out of this world. Almost 0 bite. Gonna check proof soon.
Nice.
Yeah, Kevin, check the proof on that thing and give us an update. I'd be curious. Oh. I'll be curious too when we proof this next jar. Did it maintain or did it fall back off? Because I sped it up considerably. My guess, just knowing off of what I've done to the still, is that it probably dropped down pretty good.
Yeah.
Could be wrong about that. Also, this is just an impressive amount of liquor that we've taken out of this pot so far.
Yeah.
I mean, we're looking at a gallon so far of probably 155 proof on the average.
Yeah. Somewhere between 150 and 155.
So I don't know how much alcohol's left in that pot. I think that wash was really only about 12.5%. So 12.5% on 10 gallons, 1.2 gallons of 200 proof at 155, 150. We're looking at 1.2 6 gallons. So I mean, like, best case scenario, I'll get 2 more jars that hover around this. My suspicion is that it'll start to fall off and go to tails here pretty soon. I forgot tonight we might see a star go nova. Okay, Big Dipper, go left 1 thumb width. If it happens, you'll know. It'll be a big bright spot. Happens every 79 years. What's the exact time that will happen, Clinton? Or is there?
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I'm probably going to be watching the Hogs tear that Texas Tech ass up.
Yeah, I wonder if it lasts for a while.
Jason, yeah, that's the plan. I actually need to work with Adam on trying to figure out maybe the best way for me just to run this OBS setup right here. Maybe just get it set up Friday evening and hope nothing goes wrong or runs out of power and just let it go.
You said Friday evening. Does that generally we're just talking about a Friday, or do you have a date already?
It'll be whenever I hit 10,000.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of got to play it by ear. I think once I get over like 9,500, I'll kind of be like, all right, it's going to be within. Cause I pick up pretty consistently. They're pretty easy to gauge.
If it's in the period of time before we build the new piece, that laptop in there will run a stream. It's just whenever I try to run multiple streams off of it, it starts shutting down. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, we've got weapons. We can do that.
Yeah, we'll
bad?
try our best to kind of work something out like that so that I can go from maybe Facebook on the HBC Facebook or the Still in the Clear Facebook, and then the Homebrew Center YouTube, and then maybe my TikTok. We'll have to see about that. There's all kind of crazy stuff we're working on though, and like the more trouble we run into with the TikTok, the more discouraged I get about it. Like, gonna try to like, add 1 million likes, try to get a tattoo on live.
Yeah,
I mean, there was all kinds of stuff that I was kind of planning on doing. And I'm just worried that it would interrupt.
At least
if I was just purely relying on TikTok. If I wasn't just purely relying on TikTok, I'd care less.
I would say, at least hold pattern until we can play around with the Creator Studio stuff.
I mean, need to start like a Twitch or something too.
Seems like they get away with a lot more on
They
Twitch.
can do most everything. I mean, you can
play music on Twitch.
Yeah.
So there are streamers that will multi-stream to YouTube and Twitch, and they set up their audio so that the music only plays through Twitch.
Yeah.
So that YouTube doesn't strike you. That's cool.
Yeah.
I think we could do that pretty easily.
I watched a couple guys on there. I watched their YouTube videos where they condense everything from their stream, post their multi-hour lives.
Yeah.
And they don't have that audio in there, but you could tell like every now and then they're like singing along to a song that is playing.
Yeah. It's like, what do you guys think? Do any of you use Twitch or what's the other one? Kick? I think it's called Kick, isn't it?
Kick.
It's the other like live
Twitch,
stream.
Kick. Yeah.
Any of you guys use that at all? It seems to be really popular with just video gaming. Like that's the Twitch thing as video gaming, but
video gaming, and then there's a bunch of guys on Twitch and Kick that just like do crazy lives. I mean, like the Kai Sinet, the Aiden Ross, all these guys that do those kind of.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like it has widespread appeal.
Clinton, I'm kind of feel how you do about them. It's not a good excuse for me not to establish a different platform, because I feel like everywhere that you can kind of grow, while I'm literally doing nothing else but clicking a button and getting it. I mean, I'm kind of overloading it there. I mean, there's a lot of things to do in formatting and how your stream looks. I mean, it's more than just clicking a button. Sorry, you're right. Oh, this is the weird jar. This is one of them pure. Oh, man. Fuel your run. lot more liquor out of this than planned on. Good problem to have.
Mhm.
All right, y'all throw some guesses in on this. This is a crazy run. Yeah. And you're right. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm always kind of painfully optimistic about that sort of thing. Like, hey, if you do stuff that people care about, you'll get out there. I mean, those guys did. It would be very different. Also, I'm not sure 100% on like the rules. Kick and Twitch are differ in a little bit as far as how they navigate what you can and can't do. So they may have a problem with this. It's maybe not feasible to have on there. You guys are throwing in, let's see, 130, 138, 128, 144, 137, 137, 136. I'll give y'all a couple more minutes to claim some bragging rights on this guess the proof. I don't think anyone's going to get it. I'll just say that. I don't think anyone's going to get it.
I think
Poison, I can't right now just because I'm doing this, but I'll look at it when I get off here. Did you send it on TikTok or YouTube?
Jason, what an idea. What an idea. I don't know that I have the power or the time to make my own social platform.
Feels like a lot of capital. With as well.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Be like a distiller's.
This is just for distillers.
This is only distillers.
We'll put it on the whiteboard, the idea board.
See Tony's comment.
Nice.
152. I live in Antarctica. Your wallet out. All right. Jar number 9 came off at 150.
Coincidentally, you were the closest, Tony.
So that's going back up. I don't know who got the closest to that, but
Without going over, I don't. It might have been Joe there with 143, but he was absolute closest.
anyone get higher than 143? Just go on the honor system. Joe Clemente. Rimfire, thanks, brother. See you next week.
Yeah. Mean Delar or
Mean Delar.
hit it again. Are we saying that right? We haven't discussed the pronunciation of
Yeah, can
Delar.
you give me the phonetic spelling?
Is it DR? Is it Diller?
Delar?
I just don't know. Where is that from? Is it French?
Delar?
DF.
Dean Miller.
Okay. So
That makes more
it's Mean
sense.
Diller then.
And also, same question. Is it Millar or Miller?
Isn't the clothing brand Peter Millar that's spelled that way? Isn't it Millar?
Yeah, you're right. You related to Peter?
It's Mean Delar then. Just like Miller. Okay.
Just like Miller.
Okay. That'll work.
Good on you, mate. I don't know. What is a New Zealand
I think if you maybe just do the Australian,
But just don't say like made and shit like that.
yeah, maybe don't do like the obvious like shrimp
Yeah.
on the Barbie thing or go out on walkabout.
Dean Miller, he's a good bloke.
There it is.
What a legend.
I don't have any in me right now.
What is it?
I don't have any impersonation in me right now. I can't do it. I can't do it. All I can say is like go out on walkabout.
Going out on walkabout.
Out on walkabout. That's it. That's all I can do.
Dean Miller,
Yeah, Dean Miller.
he's a good bloke. Never call it New Zealand or an Aussie, or never call an Aussie. Zealand, yeah.
They are certainly different people. But for us, thousands of miles away, it's like they kind of sound like this.
Oh man, I discovered one time on vacation. I was on vacation in Mexico, and we ran into a bunch of people there from different countries and stuff. We were in Cancun, and I remember we were in this swim up bar in this big pool, and there was a group of us hanging out over there, and these girls came up and they asked like, "Oh, where are you guys from?" And they were clearly from somewhere else, like European. They had some kind of Eastern European type accent, and said, "Oh, we're from America." They hated that. They're like, "We're at in America. It's a continent," and I was like, "You fucking know which America, like you know." And they're like, "You mean the USA?" And I was like,
they were like trying to play that game. Like, what do you mean Canada?
I was like, "No, dude, I'm from America.
Yeah,
You
the
can
one.
like it or lump it."
Yeah.
You know,
It's the one whenever you say America.
you
what,
know what I'm talking
99%
about.
of
You know, I'm
people-
not talking about where we're at.
Right.
We're Canada.
Right.
That's the only other three options, just about. I mean, there's all these South American countries like America's. And I'm like, dude,
well,
you knew what I meant.
when anyone says America, you know what they mean.
I'm not trying to get on anyway, I just thought it was interesting because they did not like that. They were very like, oh, you're not. It's almost like they were trying to get into like an indigenous people's like argument with me. And I was like, dude, I'm not a swim up. I'm hammered.
Yeah, what are we doing? What is
Yeah,
this?
dude.
Yeah.
None of you have a BAC of less than fucking 2. So
Yeah.
why don't we just get off our ivory tower,
Right.
step on down from our high horse,
Right.
just like have a beer, hang out. Like, I don't know why you're being so weird about this.
Right.
It's a simple question. Like, you asked me where I was from, and I told you, and you got mad about it. Losers.
Right.
I remember I gave him that exact speech. I was like, losers.
Losers. See you later.
And they're dude, I remember too, because it became a bigger deal. One of the boyfriends like walked over there and they're like, "Hey, what'd you say?" And I was like, "Dude, they asked me where I was from. I said America." And he was like, "Oh." I went like that. He was like, "Oh."
Oh,
And he like, "What is that?"
this is stupid.
I was like, "Dude, what do you want from me?"
What are we doing
A
here?
swim up bar. We're supposed to be on vacation. Can we just like get along? Like, Jesus Christ. Let me buy you a drink. It was an all inclusive. They're all free.
Yeah.
Zach, you need to get hammered and get a breathalyzer so we can guess the BAC. Well, we got half that equation done, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a process for this thing. I don't think it's accurate until you blow into it like 3 times.
Use less teeth.
I don't know, dude. I think I should have got a higher quality
Yeah.
breathalyzer. I'll try it one more time. If it doesn't register anything, I'm just over it. I think I wait until this is done. Yeah, I don't know. This isn't picking anything up. Yeah, Jason, I will not be driving from here.
It says 0 on there for what it's worth. I don't know if you're...
It's not like it's impeccably high.
Yeah, it's not like it's saying like 0.2 or anything. It just says 0. So.
Show you. Nothing. I don't know if you can read that. Probably not.
Probably not.
0.00.
But officer, my breathalyzer said 0.
I don't know if you've ever ran into this before, officer, but read them and weep.
Yeah. That's the play, isn't it? That's the play.
Yeah, dude. Hey, how about a little reverse Uno real quick? Huh?
I'll breathalyze you.
Huh?
Well, there's certainly some cops that I think that you could breathalyze them and they'd probably have you beat.
Yeah. Exactly. Just hit them real quick with the no, actually,
we're going to do you.
Did an at-home breathalyzer real quick, and it was at 0.00. I have the liver of Hulk. Where's Kevin? Are you still running? Damn it. Yeah, cops are pulling. They were profiling. They were pulling every truck over. They're pulling every '68 Chevy that wound up in that ditch over. A bunch of baloney. Is it bad that when I'm driving, I think out scenarios in which I get pulled over for not wearing a seatbelt when I'm not required to wear a seatbelt because that vehicle was manufactured prior to the state of Arkansas's law?
Not bad at all.
I think about that, and I think about how that conversation is going to go. And 90% of the time, I end up on the side of oh yeah, he's going to hate that. He's not going to want to hear it.
He's not going to want to hear it.
And then I just go, okay, well, if he doesn't want to hear it, I'll just shut up and be like, all right. Yeah. Well, this is going away. But, all right.
Yeah, no, I don't. I do wonder what their response is going to be if you make that defense.
Well, and there's two ways you can handle it. I think you could be like, hey, I completely understand, but also this was manufactured prior to July 1st, 1967. It's not required to have seatbelts in it per Arkansas law. But I get why, it's kind of
But weird. I get why you might think
it's a
that,
weird thing. I get it,
I understand why you might not.
And then there's the, actually, I don't know if you fucking know what you're doing. No. That's honestly not the right way to do it.
I understand where maybe a peon like you would step over that, not know that.
Seems like you don't know your codes and statutes there, bud. This was manufactured prior to July 1st, 1967. Doesn't need to comply with the Arkansas seatbelt law and code. So how about you give me my license back and I'll be along my way, huh?
So why don't you just take a hike real quick?
That's a whole nother kettle of fish, bud.
That's a whole nother kettle of fish.
Sometimes I wish I spent a little bit of my youth up north.
Me too.
Just to get a little taste of what was it like growing up as a hooligan in Michigan or Minnesota?
Yeah.
Just being a hooligan, just having some good times with the buds.
Getting frostbite a couple times.
Yeah.
Kevin says, "Who's Josh?" Is that an inside joke?
Did he just call you Josh?
Am I Josh?
Hey, you're Josh. You're the only one in scrubs, brother.
Does Josh wear scrubs?
Who's Josh?
Who is Josh? What's the joke?
Jason, Zach, what do you got under the hood of that old Chevy? A clapped out original 350. Everything's original on that truck. It's how it came. It leaks about every fluid that you could pour into it. It's great. Super dependable. I drive it almost every day. I love it. I would never. I mean, that's going to have to throw some rods before I ever consider putting anything else in it. But yeah, it's just the original motor and transmission.
I'm reading back in this chat. I understand now. Yes, my name is Adam. Close, though. I've never been called Josh, though. That's a new one. Usually it's Alan. Usually I get called Alan.
New name for Adam?
New name. Josh. Why the scrubs? I'm a physical therapist assistant, and so I worked before I came over here today, and I just didn't have time to change. So it's actually right down the road from where I work, so it was perfect.
Letter poison. First jar came off at 145-ish. Highest proof I've ever had. Well, hell yeah, brother. Kevin, I forget, what kind of steel are you running? Tony's a Fort Smith fella.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm a recovering X-ray tech. Nice.
Yeah, I got plenty of room on the jar. Problem is, nothing in my glass. I kind of want to take it easy. You want to try some dry mead?
A little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Really need to take it easy.
All right.
It's a little snort.
Find a dry one back here somewhere. Here's. Let me look in here.
Yeah, Winsong. I like being on this side of the table. It's fun. Have a good night.
It's on this side of the table.
Yeah, have a good night, and we'll see you around later.
Let's see if this carbonated. So here is some dry honey mead that we carbonated, but I don't know, something didn't work out with it, I think. This one could be carbonated. We'll tell when we open it. So this is just a dry honey mead.
Okay.
Oh. Big chat on that one. I'll be very curious to see what this next bottle comes off at. That's just all the way dry.
Oh, okay.
Completely different.
That is totally different.
Yeah. Its own thing. I mean, it's
It
super
is,
distinguishable from like everything else.
Well, I was trying to like compare it back to sweet mead, and that's not a different thing.
That's just and this is a straight honey mead too. So this is just honey, water, and yeast.
Okay. Interesting. So is most of the sweets I've had post flavor?
Well, so a lot of the ones that you've had have some kind of a fruit component to them. Some of them have blueberry, some of them have grape, some of them are the Viking's blood, some of them are the, and most of those are back sweetened. So
Back sweetened, yeah.
They've
Okay.
got a little extra sugar content after we kill the yeast, and this is just one that just finishes all the way out.
Reagan, what's up? Good to see you in the chat.
Hi, my wife. Very nice.
Mean Diller. Yeah, it was good talking to you. You had some good guesses tonight. Take care.
Yep. Man, that package is gonna sail a ways.
It is. Tony, I never asked you what you ended up. You said you were recovering from X-ray. What are you doing now? Are you liking what you're doing now compared to that?
I'll let him say what he does. I do know what he does.
Oh, okay.
I want to answer for him though.
Sure.
Just in case he's like, talk about that on the internet.
Man, what are you asking
It's
me?
very
that for?
normal. Yeah, it's
Asking me that.
at the brewery waiting on Reagan. I'm gonna watch the game from here. You should just come over. You should come over here. I'm gonna watch the hogs play from here.
That's interesting, man. Okay, very cool. Midlife crisis, though.
Also, bring me food, please. I love you.
Yeah,
You're the love of my life.
HVAC is cool.
Yeah, he's, I think, got a pretty successful HVAC business over
Heck
there.
yeah, man.
Didn't want to dime him out in case he wasn't trying to share that, but
Good, man. That's good. I'm going the opposite direction. I've hit the ceiling on like what you can make as a PTA. I'm going back to school. I'm going to try to get into med school next spring. I'm applying next spring. I probably wouldn't be doing it if it weren't for the med school opening here in town. But whenever that came open, it had me start thinking about it. So that's what I'm doing next spring.
Zach, I've got a 5-gallon traditional still with Thumper from Tiger Shine. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember you saying that. Okay, yeah. Well, that's cool. I think that's a great setup, and I'm surprised with that Thumper. You're not getting a little bit over that 140-ish mark that you were talking about earlier. But yeah, so trying to think. Do you want to go any higher than that? Do you want any try to do any kind of higher proof stuff than that? There's some things you might be able to do. I don't know. I have to look back at your exact setup, but spinning wounds with whiskey.
Actually,
That's pretty cool.
Hey, who knows?
Wounded whiskey could be a neat little handle.
I like that. Yeah, I could come up with something. No, I mean, who knows where we'll be in 15, 20 years. I might be distilling my own alcohols just for those purposes.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be cool.
I would at least have an idea of how to do it right. You know,
Yeah.
It's simple enough.
You can make, if you have the right setup, you can make like 194, 195 proof.
Yeah.
Neutral spirits, and
Yeah.
that's got to have some kind of medical.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
I wouldn't want to drink it. I'll say that. You
No.
can drink it. It's safe to drink, but I mean, man,
It's a cleaner.
it's just not enjoyable. Anyone that comes in here, and it does happen periodically, and they come in and they're like, I like that 190. I'm like,
You like that?
brother,
Like, that's what you like?
That
That's
is
what you prefer?
tough.
I mean, I do enjoy on occasion having the, like, it take your breath away, type of feeling. From it.
Yeah.
I like that on occasion.
It's cool. It's a novelty.
Yeah. Well,
It's a
like,
novelty. You're
but,
not
like,
just-
all the time, that's what you're doing?
No.
No. I mean, not for me.
Not buying that.
I don't know. This is cool. Okay, we're an entire medical family. I have 2 nieces at Chaffee School, brother-in-law that teaches there, and another niece matched for her residency just recently. She's doing residency at Mercy in Fort Smith. Is she in internal medicine? Because I was watching the ARCOM matching ceremony a little bit. I saw a couple of them had it in Mercy. I've been thinking about internal medicine myself. That's awesome, though. Congrats to her.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Clinton had some Kevin Clinton had some good stuff with you as far as maybe trying to get a higher proof with your exact setup. As always, Clinton has great information. He's a good one to listen to.
Capital JAR.
This is a crazy amount of liquor. I suspect that what is going to happen here. This is jar number 10, pint 10. I would suspect what's going to happen here is at some point this is just going to plummet off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
I think. It's going to go from like 150 to like
110.
80.
Yeah.
Go ahead and throw your guesses in there.
Get your guesses in. Come on.
Woo! We'll let the guesses flow through until 8:30. Oh, dude, just got the email from that cat from New Zealand.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna see how far away this is and without giving this guy's address out.
A few.
It is. Oh, I can't even get. I have no.
It won't give
Yeah,
you
it
the
won't do it.
distance. You could just look up Proflies calculator.
Dude, New Zealand is so far away, bro.
They're the first of a new day. Like
It's. I don't even guess I knew where New Zealand was, but it's literally east of Australia.
yeah. And it's southeast of Australia.
Bro, that is as far away on the globe as we could possibly get from anywhere.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's gonna hurt.
Take care, Tony.
It's gonna hurt real bad.
We'll see you.
Jar number 10 came off at 146.
Don't think anyone had 146.
No one had 146. I think 143, maybe Joe Clemente. All right. Yeah, that's all right. Don't worry about it.
I'm still so close. 9 o'clock.
Dude, they're so dumb. They close at like.
I think it's 9 because usually I get it on my way home from here.
You love that place.
Yeah.
It is good.
And what's crazy is I really wasn't much of a Mexican food fan until I found that place and what I order at that place.
You get there?
Carnitas. It's their carnitas. The way they cook their carnitas is awesome. It's not overspiced at all. Like, it's hardly spiced. But then they like cover it up in cheese, grease, and it's just perfect. They put a little salt on it, and ridiculous. Well, we would have to cut this off right now.
We can
Probably.
do it.
Okay. All right.
Guys, I'm gonna continue this run. We're gonna go ahead and end the live. It's 8:30. We got a lot of extra bonus time with you guys. It was cool hanging out. Thanks to the 25-ish people across all the platforms. Yeah, it's been real. I appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate those that got the memberships and gifted memberships, and the whole hell of a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. I'm gonna dig through and get the Arkansas game going and go from there.
Y'all take care. It was good talking to y'all.
All right, y'all.